boy and find him. Ground boy and find him. Find him.
I don't think y'all can hear him though. Let me turn that. I can hear you. Okay. And I can hear me too. Hold on, let me see. Nope. There I go. Yeah, I can. I think you might have you gotta mute YouTube. I can definitely hear that feedback. Nope. Hold on, wait a sec. Oh, I had your stream open on my end. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking you those. It's me. It's me, people. Yeah, it's me, Mario. What you talking about, man? It's me.
I don't think my microphone is going through. Okay, I got my
I could
microphone.
definitely hear you.
Yeah, but that's because you were going through. You're connected to me directly through Zoom,
Oh yeah,
so you can
That's
hear
right.
me in real time. But I had my microphone muted on my stream, so that's how it normally works out. Everybody can hear everybody else except my thing, so they have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. How you doing, man?
All right, man. How you been, dude?
Oh man, busy, busy, busy. Trying to figure out how to get this animation done in the most efficient way possible. I've done like four different motion captures for this scene that I'm working on. Just
Hmm.
trying to get a workflow going. It's like what's gonna be the most efficient. I've tried reverting back to like the motion capture, like the perception neuron one,
Yeah.
and I mean to be honest, I get better quality out of those suits than the
First one.
PN3.
Yeah.
I get the full finger support, but putting on all the little gadgets and keeping track of them, pain in the ass.
Yeah, it can
So
be. I ain't gonna lie, it can be.
so
It
yeah.
can.
So yesterday I did another screen capture session with my son, who played all the characters in the scene, and he was. We went ahead and decided to record it without the fingers at all,
Oh, really?
and yeah, because ultimately, I mean, you just need a few hand gestures from time to time, right? So it's like,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna bother with it, and if I need to detail fingers at some point, I could always try putting on the gloves and just recording the fingers at that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's when it comes to the motion capture stuff, man. I just fucking like I don't record the hands. I just animate them. I just
Yeah,
animate them. I just come in here, take my time, and just animate them.
yeah,
That's better.
yeah. I've just been trying to find like an efficient way to do like a full performance capture. Not just motion capture. I want to do the least amount of animation possible, but
Hmm.
ultimately, it seems like that's just what it's gonna have, what it has to be. You have to get your hands dirty, but you have to plan for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's why when they advertise this shit, it's like, oh, it's easy. All you have to do is just put the suit on and just start dancing. You got motion.
I'm still waiting for like somebody like Perception Neuron to actually put out an actual film that they made with their technology. A little 3-minute film that they produced themselves, not that one of their customers did. You know, they're the most adequate people to actually showcase their own work. So I would like to see them do something with it.
I would like to see
Same
that
thing for
too.
Real Illusion. You know, Real Illusion. I'm waiting for them to actually put out a film, something made in iClone, not two people walking holding hands. Not somebody skipping some fucking loop marketing thing. Like an actual film that has multiple characters and speaking people, not fucking robots with face plates, you know? Like I want to see them speak. I want to see them move their fucking mouth. Okay, yeah, I know you can wiggle their mouth around, move their mouth, stick out their tongue, all that stuff. Now put it into actual practice and show me, you know?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna do that. Yeah, I can do something that they don't want to do. You know, like I mean, if if you spend your time inside of iClone, right? If you spend your time in it, you can get something that you want. But if you come into iClone with like little to no knowledge of how the program works or what you can do with it, or just
Yeah.
no education on 3D period, and you buy this shit and you thinking you're gonna make a fucking Pixar film, it's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
happen. You're gonna be one of the people in the forum board saying, "I brought this. It's a piece of crap." I was like, no, the
Well, that's
program
how
that
they advertise it too. You know, they're like, like their advertising literally says, "Make a Pixar film in 3 minutes," or some shit like
right,
that.
right.
Like literally a Pixar film.
Yeah, I'm like, man, they need to stop doing that shit. They really need to stop doing that.
They're not saying make a Pixar-like film, make a film of Pixar similar to Pixar. They're saying make a Pixar film. Like Pixar is literally gonna hire you if you use iClone.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I wish they would just not do. It's hard enough they dealing with people who don't know how to use the program, efficiently. Then you got to deal with the people who buy it under the guise like, oh man, I mean, I'm gonna buy this program. You see what this guy did with it? I'm gonna do the same thing. And then they're up there in the forum boards like, this program is a piece of crap. It's not doing everything when I click one button. Why is that? Yeah, I
Why
mean,
is this film not making itself?
yeah, I'm supposed to put the characters in there and just push play and record. That's all. I mean, you said it was that simple. Yeah, it's like, no, it ain't that simple. You gotta put some work in. It takes work. It takes a
So
lot of
how
work.
far along are you on your film, dude? Last Dragon.
I finished the whole first scene, like when he goes to the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the last part of the first scene. So that's all laid out and done. So now I'm going back and adding the extra clips, like the cut scenes in between cut scenes,
Yeah.
to make the continuity look a little better. And then after that, like I told everybody, like starting next week, I'm gonna be starting on the scene with Bruce Leroy and his daughter, and then the photo show is gonna show up and kick his butt. You don't hear me? Oh, sorry, folks. I had y'all. I had y'all blocked out. And everybody silenced. Sorry, folks. That's my bad. It's like, what the hell are you
I told
doing?
you if you got your own microphone muted or some shit,
Right.
they can only hear the other side of the conversation.
I was muted. I muted myself to talk to you.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to work on trying to work on because I'm like, every time I work on this one scene here, I keep on adding stuff to it, so I better stop doing it so I can get this done.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, so I just need okay, that's good enough right there. I'll just record that. But I'm trying to, like, my workflow is pretty simple. I just do all the animation inside of iClone first, and after, I mean, you saw me do. I mean, I just do it in iClone first, and then after I played around with it for a couple hours, then I just send it straight over to Unreal and just do my renders and stuff. Set up my cameras and renders, and I just keep it at. I'm not trying to. I mean, I could do something like play around with like the EXR and other stuff. I'm like, that's just more time that I have to spend inside of After Effects. And the thing is, I just want to just get in the program and spend no more than 20 minutes of program. Then I'm out. Then I'm doing the next cut, the next scene. I mean, that's the way I just do it, And if I feel like it's what I'm doing is got potential, no, I'm not getting paid to do this shit. So why should I do shit like I'm gonna get paid for? I'm gonna put this shit out. I'm gonna make something that looks decent. People gonna see it. They like it. Then I go back and I make it better.
Yeah.
You don't need to. I don't need to stress myself over like imperfections or a camera shaking or lights and shit like that. I mean,
Right.
if people like it, if people like the demo, then I'll go back and make it even better. But I mean, that's how I feel about it. You got to put out something. I'm making what I'm basically doing is making a hook.
Chris.
And I'm baiting it with my with what I'm doing. And when people get what you're doing, and they like what they see, they're gonna keep coming back.
Come on, lady.
And support you. My whole thing is trying to find support for what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to do the ultimate movie. I'm just trying to find support. When I get support, then I can go and do other things like get support. Hey y'all, I'm begging y'all for super chats. I can do shit like that. But right now, I don't think I really have enough somebody to actually like come to my channel and want to become a member or fucking super chat person. I got a couple people who give me super chats on here every once in a while. But on some of these channels, when I watch these other streamers, man, they get like they get super chats every 15 to 16 minutes. I mean, that's what I want. That's what I want. I mean, that's
you gotta
what I
put
want.
out like entertainment,
Yeah, and I'm
they
thinking
don't care about the process or anything.
They don't care about the process. They care about the entertainment. My whole thing is to make sure, my whole thing is like the entertainment is to go through the whole process of doing it, step by step. But it won't get you people who are just coming there to see you do it. It'll get you people who are doing the same thing you're doing and they're trying to learn from you, right? So there are very few of those versus the people you're trying to entertain. The entertainment part comes when you actually finish the project, you put it out there, and then you get people to come and see it. That's the entertainment part. That's when you get more people to come and follow you. And the thing about it is, I do more demos than I do entertainment on this channel. My channel is like a borderline sort of kind of like, if you want to think about it really hard.
Ultimately, that's what the channel is. It's like demoing and self accountability for what you do, and so like really, any kind of monetizing is really not even it shouldn't really be expected. It's just a concept.
Right. So getting monetized is hard. Some people can get monetized. They can sit back and model a whole 3D character and get like about 30, 40 people, not 30, 40 people, get about 10 super chats or something like that. I mean, they can do it, I mean, hell, I seen some people get like damn near 100, 200 people like watch them do a model. I'm like, damn, they stayed there the whole time. They stayed there the whole time. So I'm like, it's that like I got a small niche, but it needs to expand. I need to find ways to expand it. That's the thing.
That's when you got to start selling out. You got to start doing stuff for your audience. If you want the audience, you got to give them what they want.
I got to sell out. I mean, I could sell out. I could just sell out and get the NordVPN sponsors and shit like that.
No, just do the occasional tutorial once a week. For those type of people.
Right. Yeah, just do my tutorial once a week. And they say, hey, y'all have to come to my Patreon to see all the really good shit. It'd be like, I mean, well, no, pimp my audience like JS Films, JS Film, he's making money hand over foot. I don't blame him. I'll be doing the same damn thing.
I don't know if he is, man. I think he's really trying. I mean, half the time he looks really high. Got the glossy cover, red eye thing going on.
He making that much money. What you expect?
I don't know. I mean, he wouldn't be complaining because I mean, like I said, I've seen his numbers over just on that Udemy course alone, and it just makes me wonder because I mean, what's the number? I don't want to be inaccurate. Hang on a second. Udemy.com. Watch. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
I need to put that one as a meme on my thing every time I'm going to explain something. Let me show you something.
Oh, oops! I'm blocking everybody from seeing what I'm doing. You know.
So, learn to create professional cinematics. I think this is his, or no, I think this one is his, the one with the fighting robots. I think this is his. Is it migrating? Yeah. Okay.
No, I think I saw him on Facebook, and he was wearing
Okay, so
a
now I
iClone
am here in
T-shirt, Real Illusion. I think it was an iClone Real Illusion T-shirt. So he does stuff for iClone too for Real Illusion.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm like, damn, it's like he doing stuff for Real Illusion. I'm like, damn, I'm like, okay, you go, bro, get that money. Let's see, I think I'm set up here. I'm set up, yeah.
So reviews. Somewhere in here it tells you students 3,993. That means he sold 3,993 copies of this course.
How much is the course?
I mean, even if it's $3, even if it's
He
$3, you know.
he made some loot. He made loot. You know, he made some straight loot
Let
off
me
that course.
let me see how much is this course because I think I got it for like $7. So
So,
even
you sure you went on sale?
yeah, so 3,993 times, let's say $7. So he's made almost 7,000 bucks. If excuse me, which is not bad for something you just leave out there.
Man, no, it's not bad. For some, he
But
probably
no, I think this course is like a $40 course, and I think on sale maybe he made all those sales during that. But this is like, come on, man, this is like a 2.5. You know, you and me, we put out 8-hour videos almost every day.
we do, we do. You know,
So,
but ain't nobody.
eh,
But the thing about it
it,
is, we're not hiding what we do, right? We're not
right,
hiding what we do and putting it behind a paywall. That's the difference.
right.
We're not putting
So,
that shit.
I mean, there's no doubt that this is a premium tutorial for a lot of people, but to me, it was kind of a waste of time. Uh, but for something that has made this many sales, I don't see where his complaint is because I saw a video of him complaining about how Udemy keeps the majority of the money that he's made through the
Oh
course,
yeah.
and
Don't
how
you got a Udemy course, don't you?
hell no, no, I'm thinking about it, but I need to learn more about it.
I
You
I
know,
actually started making shit for Udemy. I actually signed up like last March of 2022. Like
okay,
when I got the hospital, and I signed and this shit. I was still in my, I didn't even have my fucking prosthetic leg yet, but yeah, I signed up. Like people pushing me to like do courses on it. I was like, yeah, okay. So I actually signed up. I got my courses all written up
yeah,
and shit like that. I just never finished my courses. I got like 4 videos done. I
yeah.
just ain't finished the rest of it, you know.
Yeah,
So
no,
because
I got little tutorials and premium videos and
right,
stuff that you can get directly from me. You know, if you go to
right. But check,
toontitan.com.
yeah.
But
But check,
uh,
check, check this out. So Patreon, now you can upload videos straight up to Patreon now.
nice.
So you don't need Udemy no more.
But see,
Really
that's another third party that's taking like a good percentage of whatever
taking your
you end up
money.
making. So I'm like, dude, just get a fucking web hosting account. It'll cost you anywhere from $10 to $25 a month. But it's your website. You're not censored. You can do whatever you want. You can put a fucking WordPress in there with WooCommerce and just sell directly. You know, and whatever you make, you keep 100% of it.
Yeah.
You know,
I got a website, but I don't have the video hosting part on it. If I had a video hosting part, that's what happened to my website, and that
sign
shit
up for
costs me.
Amazon if you need the video hosting. You know, see, you can get on YouTube, put all your
Mhm,
shit, like all the premium shit. At the very least, you can do it as non-listed, so that
mhm,
you can't be found in the search engines. So at the very least, you can just put it behind a general paywall in your website, even though
mhm.
it's still technically public, but
Yeah,
it's not easily publicly available. Um, so I don't know. There's all sorts of ways that you could just ensure that whatever you make is directly to you, and No, but my comment about JS Films was like, I don't understand where the whole, oh, I'm having a hard time maintaining this, I want to be a YouTuber and, I want to continue making this type of video. Nobody was paying you to make those type of videos. You gained your following because you were producing good quality content with no expectations. You were just doing
Right.
it yourself. And so it's like, yeah, it'd be great for you to continue producing those type of videos.
Hmm.
I support the guy. That's why I bought his course.
No, I support him
But
too. I mean,
it
yeah.
just
I
seems
mean,
it just seems really funny to me, like the whole 360 turnaround thing. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, I can no
yeah.
longer continue to do this because I'm not making money. But you've made sales, dude.
He's making
That's
sales. I mean, once you get to the point that you making sales off of this stuff, I mean, shit, I'll be back. Well, I mean, my whole thing would be like making sales. Like okay, y'all, I got this. I'm back. Here's a little demo or something. And guess what? You want to learn how to do this too? Here, go check out my Patreon or blah blah blah
Mhm.
blah blah and pick it up. I mean, if that's his catch, he should keep on doing it.
You should just keep doing what he's doing, man. I mean, it's not like people are not going to support him. He's good. He's talented at what he
Yeah,
does,
I
and
mean, he was doing that some cool shit over there with the he was doing some his own cyberpunk thing, and I'm like, damn, I like to see some more of that because he did that with
yeah,
Unreal. I mean, he's really good. I'm just like,
he's really good.
just like it just said as of recent, he just been like, what you trying to do? Like, what?
He's just stuck on being a YouTuber at this point.
I
Let me
think
show you
so.
this new feature that came out. Oh,
Right.
right. Are you gonna use it? No, I'm just showing you the new
I'm
feature
just
that
showing you
came out.
something you can't afford. Check out
Yeah,
this
let me
guy.
show you this new gift that they sent me. Okay, great for you.
They ain't sent it to me.
They sent it to
They ain't sent
me,
it
and
to
I
me.
can't afford it. Yeah.
I mean, he got some gear, man. He got the Exon suit. He got the fucking that head thing for the facial capture. Once I had the Exon suit and the facial capture thing, I'd be like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna be gone for a while. I'm gonna make a movie. I'm
That's
gonna
all
come
you
back.
need, man. What do you need? You got like more than half of your production paid for right there.
Yep. I'm like, fuck that. I mean, I'll
Mhm.
make my videos, but I'll make my tutorial videos. But the shit, I would. I mean, I would like if I had the stuff that he had, you know, shit, I would have been a fucking been and made this fucking kung fu thing. I would have been and had it done. I mean, I can't trust perception neuron. I can trust perception neuron to a certain point. But if I
Yeah.
had an Exon suit, I can get my friends who do kung fu and shit, have them motherfuckers come here and do their shit and make this shit look more authentic instead of me having to piecemeal all these different motions together to make something. And
Yeah.
hand keyframing, hand key. I have to hand keyframe shit and then edit motions, all that stuff. But some stuff I'm like, damn, I wish my perception neuron was as good as the Exon suit, you know. But I can,
Exits has been around forever, though, man. I
yeah.
remember they've been around at least, I'm gonna say at least 6 years before Perception Euro never even came out.
No, they've been around longer than that. I think
Probably, yeah, I
they've
believe.
been around since like the '90s, the
So
middle '90s.
I remember experimenting with some of their stuff when they first came out. I was like, man, I'm gonna make something like that because I didn't even think they were selling their shit for like $20,000 or something.
Yep. Oh
Like
no,
big
no,
old
no,
orange
no.
bricks.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I think it was like 10 years ago when they started getting into making suits. They made their first generation of suits from about like 10 years ago. I actually called the guy, Exxon Suits, and I asked him to send me a quote on the suit.
Yeah.
And this is when this tech was like kind of new. They were like the first, like one of the first ones who were making these fucking suits, motion capture suits.
Yeah.
He gave me a quote of like $179,000 for one suit.
Jesus.
I
They
was
only
like,
have to sell one.
I'm like, yeah. I was like, does it come with a bar gold? Does it come with a platinum? Platinum gold? Does it come with a condo? I mean, like, damn, man,
I mean,
shit.
at that price, you could just hire James Cameron.
Yeah, you can actually buy a mocap session for like $5,000. You can get it.
Yeah.
You just pay $5,000 to get a whole mocap session done for what they charge you. But I'm like,
Hmm.
I guess if you got the suit at that price, it'd be you don't have to worry about nothing because they
Well,
give
the
you
idea was that
software,
you could become your own operator
studio.
and
Yeah.
studio and just
But I can't believe this stuff hasn't gotten any cheaper. The Rococo suit just went down in
well,
price
it's
because
it's kind of going to become obsolete. Come on, with the video AI video stuff, the way it's going, I'm thinking about selling my shit before it becomes obsolete.
I think the AI stuff, the AI and the video stuff, that I think that's got another 5, maybe 6 years before he catches up with the suit.
Oh man, I think they got 2 years on us. In
Nah,
2 years,
I
like
don't.
Wonder Studio is gonna be out like in full force, and you know, Real Illusion is gonna be going. Hey, you can point your camera at this and use Wonder
You,
Studio, not
you
our
see,
product, but you'll use Wonder Studio to make for our product.
you see what they did with Headshot? Did you see that shit they did with Headshot with the
Yeah,
second one? I'm like, I said that's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. I mean, why did they like they put a new one out and was like, oh no, you have to buy the new one. You know, said what's the upgrade? Upgrade is like another $100 to get if you're a member and you already own it, it's $100.
$99. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
all
but it
right,
doesn't add any new features to the standard workflow. So the standard workflow is still exactly 100% the same way it's always been. You add a picture, you got the regular mode, and you got pro mode.
you
The
got the
new
mesh,
feature
that
is
mesh
just that
thing.
mesh thing where you use your iPhone to scan a face or you import a mesh and you convert that into a face. Now, what you do with that face within iClone, absolutely nothing. It's just a head. What they're trying to push is they're trying to push your scan face into the metahuman thing. If you notice, about 2 3 days ago, they released a tutorial that teaches you how to import a character creator face and apply it to a metahuman head, character. So
Right.
they're gonna try to push that workflow for you to use the metahumans with the character creator meshes, because now metahuman supports it in 5.2.
Uh,
I think that's where they're going, because it doesn't I don't really see actual utility within iClone or within Character Creator itself, because when you build it, it just builds the head. It doesn't even
mhm.
add a Character Creator body to it that I
I
know of.
Most of the stuff that they're making for iClone is not really for iClone. It's for exporting shit out of iClone, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Because I really don't think they're making anything for
They're,
iClone anymore.
I think they're just in the plug-in business. It's like, okay, you can use our product to plug into something else,
Yeah, yeah. I believe that.
like
Uh,
the whole facial capture thing.
uh-huh.
When did they release the first iteration of that? It was like 6 years ago, right? For
It was
Cartoon Animator.
I think it was for iClone. I remember coming in like iClone 6 and then it's 7. I think it
Yeah,
started in iClone 6 at the end
and,
of
and
6.
and the only reason they did it is because Apple released the ARKit,
No,
SDK.
no, they bought out Faceware. That's what happened. Apple had bought out Faceware.
Well, Apple did, but not Real Illusion. So whatever Real Illusion did has nothing to do with what Apple did. But Apple released the ARKit as an open, not open source, but as an open product. What's it called? As an open,
Open source?
not open source, but open software, where
Open
they're allowing people to use, and they give out they put out the
Oh,
SDK.
it's an SDK, standard
Yeah,
development kit. Standard,
yeah,
okay.
they put out the open software SDK, allowing anybody to develop for Apple. So that's the only reason why they did that. Somebody at Real Illusion is like, oh, I can use that and make something that does this, because they're not really doing it. They're just patching into that SDK, and that's the only reason why they never put out something that for Android or something for standard computers or whatever. It,
Yeah.
it has to be that with that ARKit thing uh, from Apple. So they had so many years to come up with their own thing, and they still won't. And they're limited to when Apple updates their shit. Now they got to go up there and try to update their shit to match. And same thing with Unreal, the Live Link thing. Live Link is free, but they're like, oh, we're gonna do a Live Link connection. We're
Not
gonna
at
charge
first.
$2,000 for it.
Yeah, not at first because Real Lose trying to pull a fast on everybody. They was charging. I think it was like maybe like 600, 700. I think like $800 when they first released it.
Yeah, there still are, but technically they still are, but not for indie developers. If you're planning on making money from it,
Oh,
then you gotta pay
oh,
the
oh,
couple
that.
thousand or whatever that is.
Oh, that's bullshit.
But but see, that's the weird thing. the only reason they made that because they nobody else who produces live link plugins that I know of. Okay, I might be wrong, but all these companies that are taking advantage of that live link SDK, that Unreal, that Epic released to the public for free, nobody has charged for their connection. You know?
Yeah, because they got one for Motion Builder, they got one for
Yeah,
Maya, they got
yeah,
one for Autodesk, they got even one for Cinema 4D. But
yeah.
the only people who charge for the live link,
Is Realusion.
Illusion. The
and
same thing with
somehow
yeah.
and somehow they got into this thing where Realusion applied for a mega grant.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck is that. They're a fucking company. What the hell business do you have
They
applying
got a
for a
mega
mega
grant,
grant
yeah.
that's supposed to be for indies developing shit? All right, I get it. You developed a plugin, whatever. But you know, and the best I can tell is from that deal, this mega grant, I guess, you know, I guess Epic told them, you know, you're gonna make this tool available for free to people who are using this thing. So at that point, they received the mega grant and they flipped it. So now indies, not everybody, but indies are able to use it for free. And what they did with that mega grant money, I have no fucking idea because they make any improvements to the software. I think they had like they had a contest to go with it where it's like, oh, we received this mega grant and we'll give somebody $10,000 for
That's now
a
that's still
project.
going on. That's still going on. You can actually like the shit you doing. If you
Uh,
was like if you was like the like what you have to do is, and this is what the guy said what you have to do. Whatever you working on, post it over there on the Unreal, and keep your post over there in Realusion, and also make sure that all the stuff you're doing has a social media reach. So but while you're doing that, make sure you got it listed on there. You're using Unreal Engine, you're using the Live Link, you're using iClone, because they want people to know how you made this and what software you use to make this. So as long as
right.
you out there saying, "Oh, I'm doing this is what I'm working on," everybody, and you build up excitement, yeah, they'll throw money at you because
Yeah.
you
Well, that was a
advertise.
one-time contest. The one that I'm talking about. It was like during that time when they got the mega grant. That was their explanation of how they were going to use the money.
Oh,
That they were going to give somebody $10,000, and of course, this mega grant was like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And stuff. I don't know,
I
man.
think I think Revolution, I think it's still going on. Hold on.
No, no, it was a one-time thing. I mean, whatever they have now is like I know they have that pitch and
Pitch and
grant or
produce,
some
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
what it's called. It has nothing to do with Epic. That's their own promotional thing where
Oh, okay. So this is something totally different. But you know what? They do a lot of stuff like over in Taiwan. They do a lot of they do more contests over like in Taiwan and over in with Southeast Asia and stuff like that. They do
yeah.
those SIGGRAPH ages stuff like that. They do contests, and I'm like, damn, why can we can't join the contest?
I'm
Like,
not
what?
sure they're the same company. I
Really? You don't think so? Real Illusion Asia, Real Illusion SIGGRAPH or whatever they call?
don't think they're the same company. I mean, I remember talking with my friend Mark Teague, old 2D animator guy. When we were trying to do some big stuff with Cartoon Animator, you know, and we're like they don't have an office in the U.S. They have this small group of people, but during that same period, this was like 8 years ago, maybe. At
Mhm.
some point, they did they started showing up as being based in San Diego or some shit. I don't remember. It's been a while, but it seems like they're just like this small like little outfit of Americans and stuff, and then like the main company is somewhere in Taiwan, which is kind of weird. I don't know, man. The whole company structure is weird.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, man, got me thinking over
It's like a
here.
like a reseller thing. It's like, okay, we're gonna brand ourselves and resell somebody else's product or some shit. I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
man.
remember that because like one time,
It's really weird.
yeah, I actually had called them one time, and
Animals,
I
come
actually had
on.
called them one time,
All work and
and
no play, brother.
I forgot what it was. I talked to it was one of the guys. It was Alex or something like that.
Uh huh.
But oh, I know why. I know why I called him because it was some Joe shit, and I called them, let them know because Joe kept on calling him. He kept on spousing stupid shit to him. So I had called him. Was like, listen, man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's calling y'all, why he's doing that. But listen, I'm not doing any of this shit that he say I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing. And he recognized my voice. Oh, you're one gun. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, who's this? And that's I think the guy name was Alex. Something I don't know who it was. I forgot who it was, but I
Yeah.
had talked with him and stuff like that. After that, I never called him again. I never called him again. What happened is that Joe kept on calling him, and he kept on calling him, calling. It wasn't just him; it was a couple other crazy. Now, I don't know why. What's up with Real Illusion? How they get so many crazy people to buy these shit, and then they call them, but they just wind up just doing what they phone number. You can't call them no more. I mean, I can't call them no more. You know,
I know you could call them.
yeah, you could call them. You could actually call and get somebody, but it was like kind of their times were like kind of weird because when you call them, it was basically some shit like how was it? How would I call? I had to call them like sometime during the day because they weren't up. They was like working on like Taiwan time.
Yeah. All I know is like from a support standpoint, I mean, I don't blame them because we used to do it too. I mean, I worked for HostGator.com, this big web hosting company. I
Hmm.
put in 10 years with them. And when we're like the customer support people are doing the chats and stuff, you're literally chatting with like 10 people at the same time, usually under different names. And whoever's running the forums, it might just be one person, but you want to make it look like you have like 50 administrators, so you have
Hmm.
different entities and stuff. So you log in, and so you might have, a Joseph and a Peter and a James and whatever, but it's all the same guy.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
I
mean,
just I saw
that's
all this. I saw all the same little tricks, that we used to use at HostGator in there. Like, okay,
right.
these guys are just trying to look bigger than they are.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what they do. But they're supposed to have all these moderators and shit like that. But they can't catch motherfuckers or do this or do that. And it's just stupid. It's just really really stupid. It's
I've
just real
never seen
stupid.
any of like a lot of these people like that are so-called moderators and stuff. I've never seen any of their real like social media profiles. I've seen some of the, obviously some of the employees that are, they have social media presences, but most of like the admins and moderators they don't because I'm pretty sure they're fake.
Yeah, they pretty much are, and there's a reason for that. All right. So if you got a crazy person, I mean, I think they do it mainly for the crazy people. They make up names. I know that Peter from Real Illusion ain't a real person. He's just, I don't think he is. I really think he's just a name that they use as the moderator because
Yeah, they just take turns
they just take turns
with
being them.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I think. So when I'm cursing out Peter, I'm basically cursing out Real Illusion.
Yeah.
you
Whoever
know,
happens to be logged in at that point.
yeah, it's like whatever, I'm like whatever the hell y'all do. I mean, I used to curse them out on a daily because of Joe, man. I used to curse them out so much, so much. It's like, why the flip are you keep listening to him? Why? You keep listening to him. But it's kind of funny the other day. It's kind of funny. There's somebody who said that? Somebody said, I forgot who it was.
My iPhone's about to crash. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's doing that thing where it stalls and that little blue thing
Yeah.
in the curse. Yeah. Sometimes if you just don't touch nothing, you just let it go through. You actually wait for I actually wait for the sign to come up because sometimes it's just taking its time. But I don't jump on it. I just wait for it to say it's crashing. I say,
Yeah,
okay, it's
yeah.
crashing. But
It saved itself.
yeah, I hate that shit when it crashes on me. I really do. Like I'm in the middle of doing something, it'll just it's like, hey, you know what? You've made so much progress. You know what your reward is? What?
Get to
Crash.
start again. You get to do it
You
again.
get to do it all over again. I'm like, damn it. Hey, I said, you bastard. You know I didn't save. That's right. you know. So iClone will do you dirty. But I don't know, really, I don't know. iClone it's come a long way from what it was when I started with it. It's actually gotten better,
Yeah,
but
no,
it
yeah.
hasn't got to the point to where it's the best. So and the problem is
It's
that
gonna be a long time.
it's going to be a long time because it's like they're doing all the other things instead of making the software better. I mean, they're actually they're getting all these plugins or stuff. I mean, the IRA renderer. What I mean, why? Why? Why would I want a fucking IRA render? Most of the stuff I'm going to get to work in a program was going to be from DAS. And I'm like, I could use the DAS IRA render. It's free, you know. I can make my crappy characters over there and render them out as much as I want to. I mean, you couldn't really animate with it, you know, because people, like I said, a lot of people use iClone, and the reason they use iClone because because the low system standards that it has. You know, you can have a shit ass computer and you can still use iClone, but they say, oh, you can use IRA renderer now. It's like everybody gonna be like, what? That ain't ready. I got this. It doesn't work on my GeForce, my 650 GeForce GTX.
Now that was the life. Talking food, games,
My 550
real
card.
entertainment.
You know,
Come on, lady.
like, yeah, it ain't gonna
We don't
work.
have eyes for you.
Why don't you hurry up and put that
Matter of
dinosaur you
fact,
working on to extinction?
why don't we
Buy
take off
something
next
new,
month?
you know?
There's a dairy convention there. We should probably
Yeah,
attend
you know,
anyway.
like damn,
As long
like
as
people
we're
like,
there, might
hey,
as well
when
enjoy
it, oh
ourselves.
man, when everybody had to
Sure
go
that's
to
possible, Sean.
I think it was iClone 7, and they had to upgrade their system. Boy, everybody cried. Everybody, and mama cried about that one.
Yeah.
It was like, the world is ending. I'm not buying iClone. I'm not buying iClone because you all charge. You know, it's like you're gonna buy it. You're gonna buy it when you see everybody else doing fun shit. You're gonna be wanting to do some fun shit too, and you're gonna be left out. I don't want to be left out. I'm gonna buy iClone, but I'm gonna complain the whole time. You know, it's just ridiculous. You know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, I complain about iClone. Only time I complain shit about iClone or Real Illusion is when I'm using the fucking program and it crashes on me or it does something stupid. Like I had one hell of a time trying to figure
the
out.
funny thing is, go ahead.
No, I had one hell of a time trying to figure out the fucking contact manager. Because I got to a point, I stopped working. I was like, fuck this. I couldn't find my shit. I'm like, so it took me I think it took me 2 months of being just mad as hell trying to figure out how this damn thing worked, you know, because I didn't like the content manager when they introduced it in 7. I was like, man, where the fuck my shit at? You know, I had to look and look. It took me I think one stream, I spent the whole time looking for something that I know I bought. And then when you buy it, the motherfucker wouldn't coming up as bought, you know, and I'm like, that shit made me so fucking mad. And I was telling people, don't buy this shit, don't buy it. Don't buy it. This is what you get, you know. But I'm as you can see, I'm still using it.
But that's the funny thing though. It's like we are users of the software. Ultimately, we like the software because we use it. It's beneficial to us and stuff.
Yes.
And yes, we talk shit about it. We criticize the fuck out of it, and we get shit for being so critical about it. But ultimately, we are critical about it because we kind of love the goddamn product. You know,
Yeah.
it's like if we didn't care so much about it, we wouldn't bother saying shit. You know,
we'll just laugh at the people who have it.
why do you talk so much shit and you still use it? I'm like, well, because I like it, you know, because I use it. I wish it was better, you know, because I'm frustrated because I'm using it so much and I depend on it, and it falls so short in so many ways, and so that's kind of where a lot of the what's the word contradictions come in, because ultimately, you know, people have to understand that we talk shit about the product and we talk shit about the company and stuff, but we're technically they're some of their biggest supporters, you know.
Yeah, we basically are, you know. We basically are, you know. It's like, you know, I don't get the whole thing about oh, you talk bad about us, so we're just going to expel you from the community. I was like, damn, is this a cult?
Why would they care so much, you know?
Oh, they care, man. You talk bad about, you know. I mean, I say I don't talk bad about y'all, but the people who work there. I just talk bad about when your software starts to fuck up, you know, and I'm in the middle working on something.
There's some idiot in that company somewhere just doing shit based on marketing and trends, you know. We're gonna change the name of this product to Cartoon Animator, which are the two most search key terms in Google right now. Like the stupidest name you can come up with. You know,
Right,
cartoon
right,
animator.
right.
Can you really animate cartoons? I guess you
See, you
can.
know what? They're pimping that more than iClone. I mean, I was like, they get that they giving that shit so much love. I'm like, damn, what about iClone, man? When you gonna start doing more contests for iClone? But you know what? I think I know why. Because when they do contests for iClone, these
Because they
motherfuckers
got
act.
Gary Piper pumping out fucking products that they sell, like he's pumping them out like it's water. You know, he's just, the dude's just producing shit. He spends all day just drawing shit to sell on that marketplace. He's got him saturated, man. They're like, oh, they should just call it the Gary Pie software.
I think I talked to him one time on I think I talked to him somewhere in some
He's an
shape
all
or
right guy. He's an
yeah,
all
he's a
right.
pretty cool guy. I like him. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
I know he spent about what 6 years thinking I was talking shit about Real Illusion's big red cock, but it's like the whole joke flew over his head. But you know, I'm like, poor guy. The guy literally was thinking I spent like the last 6 years talking about a literal penis. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. But yeah.
Oh,
He is
shit.
so prolific, though. You know, I wish I could be like that, where I could just sit my ass for 8 to 10 hours a day, just drawing characters, drawing shit to put out on the marketplace. To put out, it's like, fuck, that dude's got dedication, man. God damn. But you need Jesus, Gary Pie. That was uncalled for with the penis joke.
I bet that's what he said, Steph. He like it was uncalled for.
Yeah, yeah, no, I can't believe that. It just it hit me like, dude, this guy spent the last 6 years thinking I was really being that crude. You know, it's like there's no sense of double entendres or like double meaning jokes and stuff. It's like he literally thought I was being like tacky. I mean, I was being tacky, but you know what I mean. Not to that extreme.
Well, I get where you're coming from, man. I get it. So you know, some people don't get your humor, and some of us just do.
I guess.
You know, so it's kind of funny when you showed me that joke. I was like, God dang.
Yeah. You know, the joke itself just writes itself. It's just the fact that, you know, after I don't know how many years to like literally be like, wait, he was the one guy who literally thought I was being literal about everything I said about that. It was like, dude, that doesn't even make sense if you take it literal.
Big red cock. When you told me that joke, and I was like, that's why that's why they did that to you, man.
They banned me off that stupid user group, man. I told them I was gonna, you know, they spend all their day playing with their fucking little red cock, and I was about to pull mine out and play with it too. That dude thought I was being literal. God damn.
I was laughing. I was like, that shit's so stupid. He got banned for something that's stupid. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Yes, folks. You got to watch your humor around Real Illusion. They'll want to make it to a redheaded stepchild in a minute. Really quick.
Hey, you're up to 9 likes on your video on your 10 like goal. So anybody else joining One Gun's channel, man, hit that fucking like button.
Yeah, I'm trying to get at least 10. Try to make a standard of getting 10 likes per
Cool,
stream.
man.
You know, so it's like just trying to get that algorithm working for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my boy Hassan was in here earlier, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him. He asked me like, what's the scene for? And then he disappeared. He did a world
I don't think he even stuck around to hear your response. I always find that funny. Like I'll be making like a short film, like a live action short film out there or whatever. I'll be working on something that's media related. They'll say, "What's that for?" Who do you give a fuck what it's for, dude? It's for me. I'm doing it. This is me being creative, dude. Don't worry about it. No,
Yeah, people do
it's
that
like
all the time.
it's for what I'm doing. I'm doing it now. I'm being creative. What's it
Yeah.
for? I mean,
That, I'm just on here to give y'all some entertainment. Stop asking questions, damn it.
there's almost it's like 99.9% of the times it's never going to be for a streaming service or for somebody to hire you to do it or for somebody else. You
Right.
know, you might end up like one in a million shot is like, okay, yeah, oh yeah, this is for Netflix, or yeah, this is for the History Channel. Oh yeah, where's the alien guy?
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot to tell you. What was it? I mean, I was trying to get in contact you earlier this week, so we
With
could
who?
we could hook up and do a stream together, like we're
Oh
doing
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. I was trying to like, hey, what you doing? You didn't get. Then you told me like you was out doing motion capture or something.
Oh yeah, I've been crazy busy with the motion
Yeah,
capture
yeah.
stuff
You
this week.
said
Like
you was
super.
doing like you doing motion capture, and then your other job, which is part time gigolo. So but anyway,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, I mean, I had time yesterday at some point, but I didn't see you around, so I'm like, oh, okay.
no,
But
I was off, man. I was it's like you wake up and I was like feeling like really tired, and I think about like, oh, I've been streaming every day for 5 hours a day.
yeah.
I was like, I've been taking care of business all week. When I'm not streaming, I'm out in the real world doing real things, like keeping my bills paid and all the other shit. And I'm like, oh, I think today's the day I take a break. you know, it's
Yeah.
weird because my body will just be like, okay, today's the day, take a break. I'm like, oh, I want to know. Sit your ass down and take a break, man.
I was gonna start shitting on you again over your leg on that one. You just put yourself out there. I'm like, no, that's too cheap. That's too easy.
and
Oh,
but no,
oh,
what Joe thinks is fun. I mean, every day Joe putting up there like Todd Fox, destroyer of something in legs. I'm like, come
oh
on,
my god.
man. Hey,
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. At least he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Leo the Grant says, I just asked them right back, what is your purpose for being here? Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna scroll this one more time. Then I want to read. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say to some people sometimes. They ask me a question like yeah, I'm working on this, but I tell them, it's faster just to tell them and give them a link. Say, oh, I'm working on this. Here's a link of what I did, and then they'll go off and watch it or whatever. You know, you know.
That's the reality of what we really do say and what we're thinking. Okay? What we're thinking is like, motherfucker, why are you asking me stupid questions? What we really do
Hey,
say
man.
is like, oh, I'm just being artsy fartsy.
That's right. Oh, good sir. And my mind was like, what the fuck you want to know? And then it's like, oh, good day, son. I'm working on this system. You gotta do that. Try to be, try not let that bad side show out. You just gotta try to be nice to everybody. Because social media is like once you rotten to one person, it's over with for you. It's over with. I'm just talking to my boy
you.
Jet. Jet did something
I
he
can't believe
regrets
we
and
got
they
in. I
canceled
always
him.
wanted
I'm
to
like,
check this
canceled?
place
Like, yeah, I've been canceled. Like, what the?
You got canceled like a shitty Netflix
Yeah,
special.
yeah, they canceled. It's like how you cancel somebody in life? You get oh man, they did
Like, you
like
stop
people.
working.
Yeah, people stopped unsubbing from me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I guess that shit is real then. Like damn.
It
It's
used to
like,
be where negative publicity was still publicity. So
yeah, it's weird. I mean, some people get, I don't know, man. It's to me, it's weird. The word cancel culture and all this other bullshit is just weird shit that I have no grasp over. I mean, people cancel each other. Why could nobody hasn't canceled Joe? Why?
It's
I mean,
just nobody around to cancel them. It's like, come
yeah,
on, man. It's like when you have like you know, but what I'm gonna be generous and say 10 people audience.
What? Well,
How's it gonna
he
get?
has a $25 million company with like 350 employees.
Oh
You know,
shit! He doesn't
yeah,
need it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And also, I'm selling Mount Rushmore. You can buy that.
I'll buy
Like,
that for $1.
motherfucker. When I saw that shit, it's like he go around to LinkedIn he goes around the Owler and actually write fake shit about his company. And I think about it is he ain't supposed to do that on those platforms. You know, he ain't supposed to do that. I mean, they're supposed to ban him for that. But I was like, I'm not gonna report it, man. I'm gonna let somebody else do that for me. And he said, I am not this dude's father. I'm not gonna sit around and follow him to each place that he goes and causes trouble. Like, I mean, police him. I think that's what he wants. He wants somebody to police him. And like, I'm not in the, I mean, I want to enjoy life, man. I don't want to do nothing that helps you. You know. But yeah, he did talk about you this week. That's why I mentioned. That's why I was trying to stream.
Okay.
Yeah, he was talking. He was talking about you. He said something. He said something ridiculous, you know, and then start naming everybody I know. So yeah, I mean that's what he did. He just dropped your name in a sentence. It didn't make no sense. You know, he was probably talking about balloon, propeller, squash.
Balloon, propeller.
Yeah, that's how he talks. Balloon, propeller, squash. Ibis Fernandez.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's how he talks, man. That's how he talks.
Did he at least pronounce my name properly?
I don't know. I don't know. He probably could have. I mean, I don't try to listen to him. I don't try to listen to him, but but you can't listen to him because it's like, remember in Austin Powers? I think it was the second one when Austin Powers ran across his dad, and then they started speaking in like true British, like you understood they were saying words, but the context they were saying you couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
That's how he talks. Okay. He's saying words that I know, but in a way I can't it's like a different language. But if he's using English, but the way he's using it, I'm not accustomed to that. You know, it's like a foreign language to me. Yeah.
That's weird.
You know, so only other crazy people can understand what he's saying, you know, and oh yeah, he was on me. I mean, he got mad. I think it was early this week. What happened is that I did a stream. Like I was cleaning up my streams.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I was cleaning up my streams, and what happened is I had accidentally I actually used the old stream. It's like basically an old stream setup. It said fake merchant Joseph Elmy Peak, blah 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 blah. This right.
Yeah, and you left the title there.
I left the title on. You know, I meant to. I actually changed it and put a new what's the name? I thought I did that, but I didn't. It was something that was already queued up, and I wasn't careful, and it came up. So I was streaming the whole time, and nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. So he got on, and he just went. He went crazy. He was over there. I mean, he just went ballistic. I'm like, what the fuck is this on? And then when I got back home, so what happened is I did a stream that morning, and I left. I had that doctor's appointment. Then I came back home. By the time I got back home, he got like 5, 10, 15 videos up saying something about my leg again and Todd Fox. You know, then I looked at, I was out, you know, I was in the doctor's office, then his video came up and I was watching it, and he was just saying, he called out my friend Sean Fry, he called out my son, he called out Jet Strange, he called out you, he called out everybody I talked about, you know, in a straight word salad conversation he was having with himself. You know, so I'm like, what the fuck set him off? So when I finally got home, I looked at my stream. I went back with my stream. I was like, oh, this is what set him off. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, it's a poor kid. Like, poor kid. He can't.
No, I've seen his streams. You know, every now and then you know what? He's not a bad piano player. I saw him do a couple of things. Like, you know what? This dude's not half bad. He's pretty good, actually. You know? If he would just stick to that, I think he'd probably, you know, I don't know where the whole drama comes from between you guys, but yeah,
I don't know.
He's got his own talent in his own right. I mean, like, you know what? He should just stick to that. He's good. That's wasted.
It is. It's a waste, but you know, I mean, like if he likes playing the piano, you keep doing the piano, just leave people alone, man. I mean, that's all he got to do. All he got to do is just be a civil, actually, put on the act of being a human, and just get on this channel and doing what he do without involving everybody. You know, it's like he wants attention, and he'll sit there and aggravate the hell out of people until he gets it. Then when he gets it, then he'll shut up for a couple of days, and then when he wants it again, he'll come back and do the same shit. I mean, if you haven't noticed it, I mean, talking about your number one fan, talking about yeah, I'm talking about my number one friend, number bullshit, not that fan. Woo, almost made a mistake there. So yeah, it's just hard dealing with the kids sometimes.
You know what they say.
Oh yeah, I can't say kid, grown ass man, baby. I'm like, dude, grow the fuck up, man. Just grow up.
All this animation is bullshit, dude.
What animation?
Animation in general. Fuck
Oh yeah.
animation. I'm done. Animation is bullshit.
Oh yeah, you ain't done nowhere. You making too much money, motherfucker. Quit lying.
I just spent 2 hours tweaking this guy's thumb, moving it around. Come on, man.
How you do? Are you doing this side of iClone?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just fucking around, moving his arms around.
Where is your layers at, man?
What layers?
You don't have a. You should have layers.
Well, I got layers here on my right side, on my left side.
Left side. Well, I don't see them. Where are they at? I see your motion, your layer editor. No, man, you need to open up your layers palette so you can. Oh, there it is. Okay, your shit is set up to mine.
Yeah, I got layers set up, and I'm just adjusting back and forth and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean so I wouldn't do the fingers like that. I would use their they got like a thing of gestures in there, like their poses for their hands. I'll use that. That's what I started using. I started using that shit because it's so much easier.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. Only thing I would use the motion layers for as far as hands go is to fix the hands. You see how your hands are curling up?
Oh, no, that was just the first frame. That's a throwaway.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's
This place is
that's the
great.
one thing.
I
That's
can't
why I
believe
don't.
we
That's why I
got in.
don't
always wanted
record.
to check this
When I do my
place out.
I don't record the hands.
Yes,
I know.
This is nothing,
Yeah, that's what I
Chris.
do. Even
You
when
all
I
should've
buy
seen
animations,
Vegas.
I
Now, that was
actually
the
go
life.
in and
Talking
I
food, games,
I animate my hands
real
of my own, man.
entertainment.
I don't
Women?
characterize the
Come
hands
on, lady.
because
You know only have eyes
the
for you.
icon characters are
Matter of
just
fact,
so
Why
fucking
don't we take off next
particular.
month?
Yeah.
There's a
But see, like the silly thing is, like for example, all of these motions look perfect inside of Access Studio. Once you import them into iClone, weird shit starts happening.
I know.
Dairy
I
convention
know.
there.
I
We should
know.
probably attend anyway. As long as we're there, might as well enjoy
I think I
ourselves.
gotta do another clip
not
here.
sure
I'm
that's
gonna
possible,
rent
Sean.
this.
You
Well, I
forget
got
that
this
little
issue here. I got
intricacy
this
about
fucking
genetic
bullshit. I'm gonna
purity of
fix
some
that
of the
again.
animals. Come
I'm gonna re-render it out again, but it's done, so might as well just go ahead and render this out.
I think I'm just going to animate this guy's finger on his left hand doing his thing. I'm gonna move on to a different character.
Yeah.
You all should have seen Vegas. Now that was the life. I'm talking food,
So
games,
this is
and
the animation
real
most
entertainment.
Captain did with the new
Come
improved
on,
suit
lady.
you made.
You know only have.
What was that?
This is the new improved suit you used to make this.
This is the one that I'm working on now. Yeah, I used the Perception Neuron 3.
But you made an outfit and you integrated.
Oh yeah, I made my own outfit. I made
Yeah.
my own suit, yeah. Yeah, I don't like their stuff, their strap systems and all that. I have two different versions of it. I got a one piece which I hate. My son loves it, but it has all the nodes already attached to them, so he just puts it on and just clip on the little things.
Hmm.
And the other one's the one that I like. I use it for my stunt team and everything. Those are built off of baseball suits, like the baseball knickers,
Yeah. I
because
saw
they're,
that.
they're athletic. They're built for taking a beating, running, and everything, and they
Right.
don't look like you're smuggling olives from another country. So so I like those, and so at the very most, I have the little things already attached to them, so I just put them on. At the very most, I just use the shin straps and the ones for the shoes. Which the shoes I'm using money clips with the sockets in there. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
saw that. I saw you jigger rigging. I'm like, dang, he's rigging
Yeah.
that thing. He's rigging up a nice little suit there.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't think about that in the first place. Because like a money clip just slides on your shoelaces, you know, and all you gotta do is put the socket on that sucker, and you don't have to worry
Well,
about putting on straps that are gonna deteriorate every time you walk around and stuff. So, so yeah. So yeah, my suits work pretty good.
yeah, I saw that. I was like, you know, that's not a bad idea what you did. It's like, damn, you know, I just got I ordered the replacement parts for my
Yeah,
Persephone, right? I forgot to
yeah.
tell you guys this. And what happened was I was in the hospital.
Have eyes for
And
you.
while I was in the hospital, one of these
Matter
kids
of
around
fact,
here,
why don't we take
Oh
a
the
man.
package
home
came. I
tomorrow?
was in the hospital,
There's a dairy
and
convention
I tried to
there.
call somebody to come over and get it, and they didn't show up in time. And little kids took it. Somebody around here stole it. You know, one thing.
Oh,
All they got was a bunch of fucking wires. I mean, like, damn. You like,
sucks. Yeah, I had my first suit stolen too.
yeah, that shit, man. That pissed me off, man. That shit cost me like over $100, man. It cost me $100 to get that shit. So I just say, no, I'm just gonna just wait and just reorder it again. You know, I was kind of pissed off. Yeah, I was pissed off. I was pissed off for a couple of days. I was so pissed off that I just didn't talk about it. You know, I remember I was telling everybody, I'm gonna do when I get out of the hospital, I'm gonna do protection around all this shit. I couldn't do it. It's like, damn.
All work
I
and
just
no
didn't even
play,
talk about it. I
brother.
just stopped talking about it.
You
I'm like,
know what
damn,
they say.
fucking heated. You want to talk about somebody who was heated? I was fucking heated, dude. You know. I was like, shit. You know, it was like, I don't know. It had to be a kid who did it. You know, thing is probably like a cell phone or something like that. But when they got it home, they say, man, these are a bunch of fucking. What we gonna do with these wires? You know.
I had a break in several years ago, and then at one of my at an apartment where I used to live at. And one of the things about me is like I used to keep like all my DVDs and like movies and like Blu-ray discs and all that shit. You know, I used to keep them in a binder because I don't like all that bulky shit with the cases and all that stuff. So I just used to keep all that shit in a couple of binders. So that was my whole media library right there.
Mhm.
But I hadn't gotten around to throwing away all the cases and stuff. I used to just keep them on the shelf. Those are for display purposes. Okay, so all the actual DVD cases and Blu-ray disc and video game cases, they're on the shelf, but that's for display. And the real shit was in some binders. And I remember they broke into my apartment once, and I was getting ready to throw away all those cases. I'm like, I just don't need to be hanging on to this shit. So I had filled up like this giant 2 bags of trash bags full of these cases and stuff, and they were heavy, dude. Uh, and of course, I come home from the bar that night and I see this giant trail of DVD cases outside of my apartment. It's like I could just picture these fucking like burglars, you know, just being happy that they stole this guy's collection, media collection, like kept struggling to carry all these fucking cases that I was getting ready to throw away in the trash.
And it was empty.
Like, thank you for taking out my trash, motherfuckers. When they got home.
Oh yeah, that's a good story. I like that.
Like, oh man, that was a yeah.
That's a good fucking story right there.
I could just picture their faces when they got home and realized every single case was empty,
We've been had. We took out somebody's trash for free.
man.
That's what they get, crooks. That's what they
Oh,
get.
man.
Oh, I can't stand people. I can't stand a crook. Can't stand. We don't steal. We don't steal here, True Bones Motions. No one's a thief. We gonna thief.
Say.
We don't steal.
Lighten up, Chris. Yeah, my bad.
We just take it. See, big difference.
Think your brother's taking the job a little too seriously.
Somebody has to.
Look, this FDA thing is gonna blow over by the end of the week.
I should just use a reach target and put that guy's arm on her butt cheek the entire time, and that'll save me some trouble.
Damn, what you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk up in that trunk.
Yeah, that's the song that's gonna be playing. Wait, I can't play that. This is in the 90s. It'd be Will Smith get jiggy with it. Nah, nah,
You know
nah,
what?
nah, 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 nah.
You know, I got the acapella. I got his acapella to that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I made a Will Smith avatar,
Uh-huh.
and I had the acapella. I say, okay, I can damn do lip sync, right? I don't have any like the animated dances. I had the animated dances. I can like put them on there. I can do the whole getting jiggy with it thing. You know,
Yeah.
getting jiggy with it. No, my bad. It was the Men in. I think it was Jiggy Wheel Man. I forgot. We wanted to either Jiggy Wheel Man, Men in Black.
You remember when Will Smith had the propensity to like every movie that he was in, he also maybe he had it in his contract or something, but he had to make the theme song for the film also and a music video to go with it.
Damn, I know that
That was his
sucked.
thing, Wild Wild West and all these fucking movies. He had to make like, Men in Black, all of these movies. He had to make the soundtrack to it
Oh
or
wow!
or the theme
He
song.
was working for Sony. He was working for Sony, wasn't he?
I don't know. But it's like I'm so glad he didn't get casted in the Matrix because the last thing I want to see is a fucking Will Smith theme song to the Matrix.
I think everyone gonna cast him because Jada was in the second one, I believe.
Oh yeah, she was.
I think I got this done. And this motherfucker is loud. I think I got it set now.
Thank you.
This place is great. I can't
All right,
believe
so
we got
maybe
in.
you're
I
gonna
always
pull
wanted
this a
to
little
check
bit
this place out.
this way.
Yes, I love it.
This is nothing, Chris. You all should have seen Vegas. Now that was the life. I'm talking food,
Okay,
games,
we'll
and
move back a
real
little bit.
entertainment.
Women.
Come on, Laney.
Oh, I
You know
hate
we
this
have
shit,
eyes for
man.
you. Matter of fact,
You still not Evis?
why don't we take off
Yeah, I'm
next
here.
month?
Oh,
Say
okay, I
something?
thought my shit went off. Like, oh shit.
Oh no, I got sharp focused on this thing real quick.
What'd you say?
I got super focused on this on reviewing this chick's animation.
Hold on. Let me see. You think you putting a hand on it, putting his hand on her butt?
I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm just trying to find
Thank
cheats
you.
of how not
This
to get
place is
any
great.
work
I
done.
can't believe we got in. I always wanted to check this place out.
Yes,
you trying to find
This
cheats
is
in
nothing,
Real Illusion
Chris.
iClone?
You all should have
Oh
seen
yeah,
Vegas.
that's
Now
what you
that
gotta
was
do.
the life. I'm talking food, games, and
I
real
tried to cheat
entertainment.
Women.
Come on,
iClone
Laney.
once.
You know
It
we
didn't
have
like
eyes
it.
for you.
It didn't like it when it
Matter of
caught me.
fact, why don't we take off next month? There's a dairy convention there. We should probably
I think I
attend
got it. I
anyway.
think I got it now.
As long as we're there, might as well enjoy ourselves.
I'm not sure that's possible, Sean.
You working in
You
Vegas?
forget we saw that little issue with the FDA.
Find him. I think I gotta slide this up just a tad bit. Oops, right there.
Was that Vegas that you're working in? You're doing editing already?
All right. That's right here. All right, Rand. I got you, man. I got you.
It lets you pick which hand you want to gesture. iPhone automatically does both things. Yeah. I can't find a
I'm
good
gonna
placement
group
for this
these two
damn chick
together.
because she blocks this other character that's talking. Excuse me.
Thank you.
This place is great. I can't believe we got in. I always wanted to check this place out.
Oh, that's not
Yes,
bad.
I love it.
This is nothing, Chris. You all should have seen Vegas. Now that was the life. I'm talking food, games, and real entertainment.
Women.
Come on, Laney.
Maybe
You
that's
know
not
we have
the.
eyes for you.
I don't know.
Matter of fact, why don't we take off
Let me
next
think,
month?
play.
There's a dairy convention there. We should probably attend anyway. As long as we're there, might as well enjoy ourselves.
I'm not sure that's possible, Sean. You forget we saw that little issue with the FDA about the genetic purity of some of the animals.
that
Come
might work.
on.
We're gonna add something else to this. Hmm.
Um,
I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that.
it's a crazy shot. I'm not thrilled about your title though, your film title. The attempted revenge of Shonuff. Okay? He doesn't get revenge.
He sends his son off to get the revenge. That's his revenge.
Alright, so I should be. Does his son get the revenge? Does he win?
Yeah, his son gets the revenge.
Oh shit. Okay.
His son, Bango hurts the shit out of Leroy.
Alright, so I guess he does get his revenge. Never mind. That's what I get for not watching the damn thing first and just talking out of my ass.
Yeah, I'm just about. I mean, I'm to the point that I'm thinking. I think I got something I can like.
Guess I could fix this Strix arm. That should
All
be
right,
it.
I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let me go to. I think let's see what did I do up here. Yeah, I think I got majority of stuff done up here. Just going back and syncing everything up, man. It's that's a whole.
Thank you.
This place is great. I can't believe we.
I
Oh,
don't
that
like
looks
how
good.
every time I hit pause or play, it has to take like 30 minutes for it to like get into that.
You see what Rand said? Put down there.
He lives vicariously through his offspring. I thought he dies though.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's what me and
Hey,
Quasi.
wouldn't Shonuff's kid be like traumatized from all these years of abuse from
You know
Shonuff
what?
himself?
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably would be, but his father conditioned him to a point that, like, you ain't gonna be nothing. You ain't gonna ever surpass me until you
Okay.
beat this one person. I mean, I think that's what Shonuff did. Shonuff, like, he's like, he wants revenge, but, Shonuff's been, after Bruce Leroy kicked his ass, he got weak. He got weak. He can't do the, he can only, like, do the glow thing, but if he does it, it shortens his lifespan now. That's something we just added, just so we can kill him off at the beginning. So he's like showing his son all this shit, like from the time he was able to walk all the way to like now, showing him how to be a badass, kick people asses on a regular, So he's showing his son everything he knows, everything he knows. He took him to this old fucked up ass temple somewhere and raised him, educated him, all the other shit, and taught him just to be a nasty, mean person like he was, right? and he got to the point to where he's mastered everything. He's mastered everything that he's ever learned, and then some. So he's like, this is the last thing I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this move, and I want you to use this move to kill that man. To kill him. So he does the move. He uses the last of his glow, and but he had to hold back because he didn't want to kill his son. So, but he just showed him, kicked him, whatever. And then after that, he showed his son. His son gets up, salutes his father. And that's when the motherfucker collapsed to the floor and die.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
Yeah. So he just collapsed to the floor and died. And then I don't know. Did you see the scene where he walks to the cliff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I animated that one. I animated that a couple of days ago. So he goes to he actually turns back around. He walks to the cliff, and he's like the one thing he hates the most is Bruce Leroy. You know why he hates Bruce Leroy?
Why?
More than his father, and he never met the man.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, he hates it because
He just grew up with it.
because of him, he had to go through this harsh ass life of training, beatings, by his father. He never got no love from his father. He just got his father's wrath. He raised his son to be his wrath. So now his son is the new king of Harlem, or Shogun of Harlem, we want to call him. And he runs things now. It's his shit now. He has some shoes to fill, and before he can fill them shoes up, he got to go out and take care of Bruce Leroy, to get his shit back, get his father's shit back. So that's why he walks to this. That's why I haven't edited in the. I can do the sound for this. Beat our butts. Again. I was like, yeah, that's what he's talking to him. Like, yeah, yeah, that's what he did. Because sure enough was, I mean, from what I got from watching the film, sure enough didn't care about nothing but whooping people's ass. So he was bad at that. But what happened if he got his ass beat? You know, that's what happened with Bruce Lee. He got his ass beat. So I figured his type would be the type of person, you know, that he would go out of his way, even to the extremes of getting revenge, which is training his son his whole entire life to be the Shogun and to be the Shogun second. But the first thing he has to do before he becomes Shogun is beat
Not,
Bruce
not
Leroy.
not just training his son, but thinking of the revenge policy was like, oh fuck, I need to get me a son in order to train him.
Right.
Now
We
I
still
gotta
ain't.
have sex with this ugly bitch.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing I was trying to figure out. I mean, I think that'd be a cool ass backstory of how Sho'nuff met his mama and what happened to her.
It's
You
it's
know,
all the entire purpose of him getting together with that whatever woman it was is so he can have a kid to take revenge on.
maybe he stole them. Maybe he stole them. You know, we don't know nothing about for show. The fact that he about the for show kick Bruce Leroy's ass. That's how we know. You know, so yeah. So I kind of like I think the scene is kind of cool and Quasi had did the voice for it. I'm gonna definitely probably put that in today. You know, if I don't get around to everything else, but yeah, this first whole scene is done. I just gotta add the sound effects and stuff. But he said Ring said this guy. He said this guy interrupted a matinee to beat up somebody. Yeah, the type of person he is. You think that man? I mean, somebody asked. I think it was in the movie. The dude asked Sho'nuff like, "I got a job for you." He's like, "Keep your money." He gave him like a whole case full of money. Like, keep your money. Just bring the designated sucker to the designated time so I could dismember him. Like, damn. Like, you don't care about money. Dude had a suitcase full of money. He takes his dad's. I was gonna have him like take his dad's glasses out and throw him over the cliff. But then I was talking to, I think it was to Leo. I think it was Leo something. I was like, I kind of say, wait a minute. When he goes to fight, Bruce Leroy and he defeats Bruce Leroy, he's just gonna take the glasses out and just throw it at him. He's gonna take the glasses out and just throw it on his partially dead body. Yeah, but so the thing about this scene is like I was telling Quasi the other day, it's like, you know, yeah, thanks, Autumn. So what I'm gonna have him do, like when he walks up here and when he turns around, like he's gonna go to the cliff, he's gonna say what he has to say, and then he's gonna turn around. And when he turns around, I had it like end right there. When he turns around, you're gonna see all these fucking his dad's ninjas, all his crew standing behind him, and they're all gonna be standing there. And then as he walks by, he's gonna raise his hand up, and the motherfuckers gonna like do a ninja flip and disappear and shit, you know. So I was thinking about making it badass ending like that, and then we go into the second part. So that's what I was thinking about doing, you know. But I don't know. I might change my mind. You know, it's still a work in progress. But I had redid this scene right here where he walks, you know, like after father falls on the floor, he gets up. I mean, it's pan away from the body, him walking there. That looks real good. I like that. That came out looking nice. All right, so I guess gotta do the part where he I'm trying to figure out something here. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this clip here. Yeah, I gotta actually animate that too. But that came out pretty good. Kind of janky, but I can live with it. I got to do this part right here. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
I mean, you know, For example,
What's this?
love.
What's the matter? Is
Oh,
there a
okay.
special someone out
Yeah, I got a lot of editing to do, man. I got so much shit to do. It ain't funny. I wish I could just like throw a track over it. You know, you
I'm
the
gonna
fucking
try. I mean, on my film, because I mean, I guess because of how big it is, also, I wanna try to leave it raw as much as possible. I'm not gonna export anything. I'm gonna try to leave it as a playable video game because it hit me the other day. Wait a minute, dude. This is like there's a whole platform that nobody's even considering yet that we can literally publish our films on Steam.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, there's a I think it's a Fatal Fury cartoon on
Yep.
Steam. Yeah, it's a Fatal Fury cartoon. I thought it was a game, so I downloaded it. It was free. I'm like, I'm gonna download this. It was a fucking episode.
Yeah.
Like, damn. I'm like,
So
hey,
yeah, what's stopping us from just leaving these inside as raw, real time cinematics and just publishing them through like new platforms like Steam,
I'm
make
gonna
them
try it. I'll try with this.
it it could open up some new fucking avenues, I think distribution.
I really forgot you can do that. I really did forget you can do that.
We're working with Unreal Engine. I mean, it's like the only difference is we're not making video games. It's just the cinematic portions.
Yeah.
Then you make $2 million off of it, and now you have to pay royalties to Epic. But that's fine. That's a problem I'm happy to have.
Hmm. Oh, Brand Inc. said Prime Video also. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I mean, I could. Oh, yeah, I got
Yeah,
that.
Prime Video is pretty easy. That's yeah.
You could publish your whole wedding. You can put your whole wedding video on Prime. Charge people to come and look at it. Man. You can do anything on Prime. Prime is basically YouTube without the extra bullshit. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this track back on real quick. There we go.
Is there someone out there who won't return your wishes? What?
You forgot I had a pretty good thing going. You talked about before you left college.
I was thinking, let me pull this away. I'm gonna try something here. Cause like I had like some beats in there where like the screen will go dark and then I'll come back.
Thank you.
This place is great. I can't believe we got in. I always wanted to check this place out.
Yes, I love it.
This is nothing, Chris. You all should have seen
Pull
Vegas.
this away, pull this one 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 away. There you go.
See if I can find a gesture somewhere here.
Come on. I should be making more clips than trying to edit. I should be making the cutscenes, not editing video. Okay, I'm gonna slide this a little bit this way. Come on, man. Move this a little bit this way. That's what I was gonna tell you. We're gonna see, but yeah. So yeah, Evie. So now you're on Joe's shit list. That's what I meant to tell you.
That's all right.
He's gonna get his revenge on you for not sabotaging my channel.
might lose my 2 viewers. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna lose my 2 viewers. I need my own troll. I need my own personal troll, dude. I don't want your sloppy seconds.
I don't want it. I didn't want the first.
I need my own personal troll to have my own drama with. I got nothing invested in this guy, so it's like whatever he does doesn't affect me. I actually
No, it
think he's a
doesn't
pretty
affect me.
decent
It's,
musician. I don't know.
yeah, he tried to. He tried to get my friend fired from his job, man. My friend Sean Fry, he tried to get him fired from his job. So he keeps on emailing his boss and telling his boss some crazy wackadoodle shit. And what I did is one day he was like email. He was just emailing, like email. He did it in like about one video, sending like multiple emails,
Mhm.
just lying about my friend, right? And I just like while he was doing it, I just called I called the school. He's a federal worker, and I called and I talked to the head guy in charge of what security, fucking I don't know what, and I just told him, and I said, like, listen, I got this crazy person, like, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I know you know my buddy, and he's like, yeah, and just like, listen, he's trying, this guy, crazy guy, live with his mom, garage, trying to get him fired by lying, right?
Yeah.
And he keeps on sending emails. I got the video of him sending emails, and email after email. He's not just he's like sending everybody in the faculty emails about him, trying to get him fired, right? Just slanderous shit. And he's like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah." And while I'm talking to the man, Joe's like sending the email, right? So I say,
Mhm.
I say, "You got your phone on?" He's like, "Yeah." Go to this channel. He went to this channel. He just saw. He told me like, "Okay, I'm gonna write it up, but you ain't gotta worry about nothing." I mean, uh, my friend Sean, and I'm going to just say this because he was in the military. He served in the Navy. He served on I forgot what carrier was, but no, he put his time in. Raised a family, did all this shit. He ain't got nothing to do with what's going on between me and Joe. Joe found out that I was his friend, and I'm his friend, and I was working with them to make a comic book. So what Joe did is Joe decided that he was going to approach. No, he went to the man's son. He didn't go to Sean. He went to his son and threatened the son. Joe went and threatened the man's son and told his son that I'm gonna get your father fired if you don't stop messing with one gun, all this shit. And his son's like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. So so Joe started harassing his son, and then Sean came onto my stream one day, and I thought his son already talked to him about it. I was like, he said, yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, but I don't know what you did about,
This
but
place
dude
is great.
was
I
like,
can't believe we got in.
like
I always wanted
threatening
to
your
check
son.
this
He
place
got mad
out.
because he didn't
Yes,
know,
I love it.
and
This is nothing,
and
Chris.
Sean's like, man,
You all
they
should
need
have
to
seen
leave somebody
Vegas.
alone.
Now
He said
that
he's
was
the
the
one
life.
the
I'm
motherfucker
talking
get his ass
food,
hurt or something. He
games,
said
and
something, right?
real entertainment.
Women.
So
Come on, Lainey. We
Joe
only have eyes for you.
tried to
Matter
take
of
that
fact,
recording
why don't we take off
and
next
make
month?
it look like
There's a dairy convention
this
there. We should
man
probably
is
attend anyway.
threatening him out the
As long
clear
as
blue. Like he just decided to threaten this poor white man for no apparent reason, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he did. To this day, he keeps doing it. He finds anybody he can talk to who don't know him or don't know what he's done, to just run with somebody's face like, this guy right here, he threatened me. Look, you see what this black guy just did? He just threatened me for no reason. But he never tells nobody that the reason why he said what he said is because you went and you threatened and harassed his son for no reason. Nobody told him to threaten and harass his son. Nobody told him to do that. If you were to do that to anybody's child, I guarantee you will get the same thing over and over. Nobody
This
comes
place is
out
great. I
and
can't
threatens
believe we got
somebody
in. I
like
always
that
wanted to check this
unless you've
place
done
out.
something
Yes,
like this.
I
Yeah,
love
and that's his
it.
whole
This is
thing.
nothing, Chris.
He wants people
You all
to
should have
think
seen Vegas.
that people
Now
are doing
that was the
bad
life.
things
I'm
to
talking
him,
food,
but he
games,
doesn't
and
tell people
real
why.
entertainment.
Women.
Come
You know,
on,
it's
lady.
kind of crazy
You
when
know I
somebody
have
just
eyes
come
for
out of
you.
nowhere and say they're gonna threaten you,
Matter of fact,
and they don't
why
know
don't we
you,
take off next month?
and then you run
There's
around
a
saying,
dairy
"I don't know why
convention
this
there.
guy's
We
doing
should
this
probably
stuff." But
attend
he's
anyway.
doing it because you're
As
not
long as we're there,
tell everybody
might
the
as
whole
well
story,
enjoy ourselves.
right? You know,
I'm not
so
sure
what
that's
I did
possible,
is
Sean.
that I
You
got the
forget we
video,
solved that little issue with the
and I got
FDA about the genetic purity of
his
some of
son
the
to get
animals.
all the
Come
stuff, and I
on.
just sent it to
All
them.
work
And
and
it's like,
no
well, you
play,
know,
brother.
um,
You know what they
what he's
say.
doing, and he got to him in phone. What he's doing is a
My
federal
bad.
offense. He can't sit back and do
Think
this.
your
Like,
brother's taking the
so what
job
they
a
did is they,
little too
what I
serious.
understood, what
Somebody has
happened
to.
is that they
This
got enough
FDA
evidence,
thing
and they
is gonna
called
blow
him
around
and
the
said,
end
if
of
you
the
keep
week.
doing this,
How can you
you're
be
going to
so
be
sure?
put
Because
in
I
a
talked to
federal
the
jail.
inspectors
Uh,
myself.
Man, you're
And
something
that's all. I
else.
don't know what happened after that, but that's what I heard.
Come
That's
on,
what happened.
guys. Lenny just
You
came
know.
back from school, and you two
So,
have been talking business all day. We're
that's what
supposed to
kind
be
of like. I mean,
celebrating.
Yeah,
he
you know,
only did it
you're right.
to get under my
Come on,
skin.
let's check out the
That's the
fake
Yeah.
only
fans.
reason why he
Seems
did
like
that, was to
fans.
get under my
What?
skin.
I'm a great
And the thing about
dancer.
it is,
I
he
can do one
keeps
hell
doing
of a
it. So
white
his whole
man's
thing now
overbite.
is to do a stream
That's good.
and talk about people that just
I'm
say
gonna
people
get myself
names
into
that
it.
I
Come
know
on.
to
You
get
can
me
start on
angry and mad. Like he never
Vegas,
uttered
huh?
your name
The
until I started doing
centerfold
streams
of
with
the
you.
world.
He never cared
It's not
about
all
you. He
that
never cared
bad.
about like he never
Says
cared about
you.
anybody until I say
So,
something. So
how was
like
the
I got my
game?
friend Genesis. He kept
Any
on
luck?
Well,
on
you
trying
know
to
I
stalk
don't
her.
like
He
to
started
brag,
stalking her because
but
I
I
was gonna
did walk
say
away
I
with a
said she
couple
was
of
gonna be the
$1
one
more than
doing
when I started.
working with me on some videos.
Wow.
I mean, anybody I talk to,
That's
he'll
what I
stalk him.
love.
You know, and he does it because
Has nothing to
you
do
know
with it.
I don't know.
It's nature.
I don't know.
Nature?
It's just that
When
when
you're born a winner,
let's say I put this when I
that's all you
contacted
do.
this
win.
guy, his name is
Well,
Sprader. Forgot his name. I think
Congratulations
it's
anyway,
Mike
Sean. There
Jack
are
Sprader.
those who have it all.
Not everything.
I actually got in contact with this guy
What
because
do
this
you
guy had
mean?
dealings with Joe before. You know, he
Oh,
got Joe.
you
He
know.
actually was successfully.
example,
He actually
love.
successfully
What's
got
the
Joe
matter? Is there
arrested
a special someone out there who won't
and
return your
got him some
affections?
time in jail.
You tell me.
And
What?
then when Joe got out, made him do more time. So he's
Lane,
the only person that I
before you
know
left
of
for
to this
college,
date
you
who
and I had a
successfully
pretty
put
good
that man
thing
behind
going.
bars.
We even talked
And
about
I know this
marriage at
because
some
I
point.
actually called him
Now that you're
and
back,
talked to
good.
him, and I didn't
Hotshot
even know his numbers
biologist to be
until
the
Joe did a
overtime with your
video where he was
research.
stalking,
Not sure
harassing.
what to
He was
make of
harassing this man.
But you
He was
sit
saying he
the
was
girl
harassing
out
the
and you
man, he
give
was
the
harassing the
cold
child the
shoulder.
man had. He was doing all this shit,
Why?
you know. And
What happened?
what happened was Joe played a
I've grown up.
tape
Come on,
or
Sean.
a
All that stuff.
voicemail of him
That was
actually
years
calling
ago.
Joe's mom.
I was practically a little
And
girl.
and,
I didn't know
what
what I
happened is
wanted.
Joe played it and dude said his numbers, so I
Still
called
don't.
him and I talked to him
Is there someone
and I
else?
asked him what do you do now. What
No, Sean.
this is what he did.
Listen. Can
He
we
was
just
he
change
was
the
going on their
subject?
Facebook under
Let
some
me guess.
anonymous name or
Suppose that's your
something,
way of letting me
and
know
was
you're
saying some shit
interested in
about
getting back
his
together.
shit or something. He didn't know,
Sean,
right? He I mean,
aside
I don't
from
think
our
that he really
father's lifelong
manages his
business
Facebook that
affairs,
good.
and now you and
But
your
he went on
brothers
there, and I
new
guess somebody
lifelong
said
business
something to him,
partnership,
and they went on
there's
there and they
always
just
been
saw
a great
all the
friendship
posts that
between
Joe
both
made.
of
Joe
our
made a
families.
whole bunch
So
of posts
that's
on
it.
there
That's how
about
you
him,
feel.
and
A great friendship.
that's what made him call.
Yes.
That's what made him call
I
Joe.
suppose time will tell.
So
Just one
later
thing.
on that night,
What's that?
Joe calls the man.
I
No,
was
calls the man
born
at
to
home.
win.
And the man told him, like,
And
you
you
can
and
hear
I
it in the man's
both
voice,
know
like,
that
leave
sooner or
us
later,
alone. He's like, I got you thrown away, I got you put away
always
before
get
when you was
what
messing
I
with the
want.
girls, and he's like, you need to leave us alone, because so he has a history of aggravating the shit out of somebody until he goes to jail, you know. So the guy, so Joe was up here having fun calling, so. Joe was posting on he kept on going back to his Facebook page. Man asked him to leave him alone. So he went back to his Facebook page. This was that night. I do believe I was still in the hospital. And Joe got up and he started he opened up his face. He was streaming his shit, streaming him harassing this man on his Facebook page. He started typing and he started putting up shit like I'm behind all this stuff. I'm posted. I was like, and I called him. I called the man while Joe was doing that. It's like hi, Mr. Spray. I know it's late, but you know, your neighborhood clown is back on YouTube, saying that I'm doing all this stuff to you. Now I'm not doing nothing that he's saying, you know. And he's like that's what he told me. Like, I know, you know, I called the police. They should be showing up at his house at any moment, right? I was like, oh, really? So, so I hang up with him, and then I cut my stream on. I cut my stream on, and while I'm streaming, Joe's streaming at the same time, and he gets a knock on the door. It actually gets a phone call first, right?
Oh man.
He gets
Jesus.
a phone call, and it's his mama telling him that the police are at the front door waiting on you.
Oh no. Wow, that's crazy.
so like he's streaming and he looks at his phone, then he cuts his stream off really quick, and then it goes, and then it goes off, right? So as soon as he gets off, then my stream finally gets live, and I was like, hey everybody, look at what happened here. Like Joe wouldn't aggravate the shit out of somebody. They called the cops on, and they actually showed up at his house.
Wow, that's crazy.
So Joe comes back, and no, Joe actually ends the stream, and then because I think what happened is that I'm not too sure what happened. I think that's probably the next time when the police visited him to serve him the warrant, because they had to check and see if he had any guns in his house or some shit. Or I think he's on probation. I don't know. He's 1 to 2 times. I'm not too sure, but a gun will come up sooner or later in the story. So he
Someday this will be a movie
someday it
starring
would be a movie.
Keenan
Someday.
Ivory Williams and Marky Mark.
I'm thinking something, man, because this shit is so fucking, it's just bizarre, you know. It's because of him I met this guy. You know, it's funny, it's strange, you know. So this whole he comes back and he's like we're getting back Spader working together now because the police just showed up. boy, yeah, boy. So he can't. I mean, the thing about it is like, he is pretty. That guy, he's pretty upset because he's trying to live his life. He ain't got time for this shit. And it's like he living his life, and then this invader comes in and tries to like cause problems because he has nothing else to do. And that's when both me and him agreed. He has nothing else to do. If he had a job, if he had a life, you know, he would be doing it. But instead, you know, his only thing is to just be a forum board YouTube trolling people. That's all he does. He doesn't get paid for it. He doesn't make money. That's what he does. You know, and then that's when I started hearing other stories about Joe, about a pool. Yeah, I asked about some type of pool game, and the story went like this. He let Joe win a pool game because Joe was really awful. And to me, from what I understand, in that little area he lives in, everybody knows Joe as the mentally retarded son of Lou.
Oh damn!
That's what I understand. And some other things they told me I'm not going to talk about, but yeah. I mean that's the idea now that's in my head after talking to not just him, but getting emails from other people that live in that area with him who know who he is and talk about all the shit he's done. And I know some and one or two of his friends. I'm not gonna say their names, but yeah. So that's when I got to the point, like when I got out of when I got to the hospital, I got to the point, it's like, you know what, this all them years I wasted on him, I see what I wasted my years on. You know,
Joe, you took the best years of my life.
Yeah, he ain't take shit from me. I had to engage him, you know. And thing about it is, I engage him a lot less now than I've done in the past because I would just do whole fucking hours on him, you know. I would do fucking hours on him, just talking about him, man. And now I'm older and wiser, and and understand, you know, the time, instead of spending hours talking about him or chasing him after stupid videos he makes, I could be sitting on YouTube, like stream doing what I'm doing now, and that's what I've been doing. You know, 5 hours a day. You know, little to no talk about him, more about me doing work. You know, and so far I've been productive since I've been back. You know, I've done a whole Cliff Archive Infinity. I did 2 music videos. I've done a couple of animations here and there. I did a lot of shit. You know, even started working on shit, doing collaborations and things like that. I've done a lot. And doing that, and I actually went back and watched my streams, and I've done more content, and I'm talking about content that people actually supposed to come to my channel watch versus arguing back and forth with a grown idiot. You know, it was a story I heard the other day. It was a tiger and a donkey, right? So the tiger says, the donkey walks up to the tiger and tells the tiger that the grass is blue. The tiger tells the donkey, no, the grass is green. The donkey's like, no, you're wrong. The grass is blue. The tiger's like, you're mistaken, my friend. The grass is actually green. And the donkey's like, well, how about this? Let's go to the lion and ask the lion. He's the king. He'll sort this out for us. So the tiger and the donkey go to see the lion. And the donkey starts off like this. The lion thinks that the grass is green, but it's really blue. The tiger says the grass is green. It's not blue. And the donkey says, well, could you sell this for us? And whoever wins has to shut up. So the lion says to the tiger, you know what? Tiger, I'm not going to let you talk no more. You lose this fight. And then the donkey runs off and is like, yeah, I won. Then the tiger said, before I have to shut up for the rest of my life, why did you punish me? And he said, I punished you because you argued with a donkey. It's like, why would you, as being such a smart and noble creature you are, why would you argue with an ass? You know, yeah. I learned a lot from that story. And what I learned from that story is like, I've been arguing with an ass for all these years. And I'm being punished because I'm arguing with an ass. You know, it makes sense. I mean, the story was so simple. It makes so much sense in my life. I'm like that's the fucking life-changing story for me. Because if you think about it, the tiger didn't accomplish nothing by being right. Because the reason why he couldn't accomplish nothing by being right, he was arguing with a straight up
too much
idiot.
time arguing with
an idiot. An idiot that it's just like this. It's some fights you may be right, but you can never win. You get what I'm saying? You can never win them, because if you're trying to convince an idiot or try to say something to an idiot, that idiot's gonna do what idiots do, and they won't change. They're gonna stand by the idiocracy, hoping that it infects you, and it does. it does. You know, idiocracy will infect you. You will become the one thing that you don't want to be, and that's the idiot you're arguing with. It's different when you're having a debate with somebody, and you're having a debate about something like, you know, the price of bread could probably be cheaper if we grew wheat. If we bought wheat from more countries. That was driving the price of wheat down to make it. That's an actual economic type of argument, right? That's an argument that scholars have, right? But you're arguing with an idiot who wants to destroy you. And the best way for an idiot to destroy you is to argue with him. That's how idiots win. That's how Trump got in the office.
They're usually just gonna argue with you until you fuck yourself over, you know.
Yeah, until I fucking flip out my damn self, you know. So that's what I've learned. I've learned so much, man. You know, life and death can teach you a lot. You know. You know. And the thing about life and death that you better learn from life, because you can't learn it after death. I'm glad it helped you, Autumn. I'm glad it helped you. Because I wish I had somebody. I mean, the old one gun, you know, the old one gun would have just been like fighting. I mean, like he would do shit. I mean, he would do shit like he would do. I mean, he's doing shit like he'll write these manifestos. Mm-hmm. And because I don't read them no more, or I don't pay his channel no more attention, he will actually do whole streams where you have to read it. He will read the shit because he knows I'm not reading it no more. You know, he has to read the titles on his videos because I don't read them no more. So I've pushed him to the extremes of want to get noticed and attention. That's the whole thing about it. See, I haven't given no attention, so he has to make videos of him reading his own handiwork. it used to be easy for him because I would actually do videos and read the shit that's in his description box. That's how I fell into his stupid trap. That's a stupid trap. He does that shit because it's a stupid trap. And once you engage him into that stupid trap, well, then that fucks you up because now you've taken your time and your essence away from what you're trying to do. So I decided, like, you know what? I don't have to read his shit. I don't even have to come to his channel and watch anything. And that's what I've done, and it's driving him fucking insane.
This place is great. I can't believe we
He's
got
just
in. I
going
always wanted to
insane
check
over there.
this
I mean,
place
he
out.
can't do a
Yes,
video
I love
without
it.
This
putting
is
my
nothing,
name
Chris.
in
You all should have seen
his
Vegas.
title,
Now that
or
was the
saying
life.
some
I'm
shit
talking
about
food,
somebody I
games,
know.
and real
Nor
entertainment.
Women.
Come on,
can he
Lainey.
function as an
You
adult
don't only have
because
eyes
he's
for
too
you.
busy trying to do something that makes me angry over here. And that's what it is. This is shit that you had to grow up and learn. Like sticks and stones may break your bones, but as an adult, I should have known better. As an adult, I should have known better. But it's like it was just like I had to deal with nothing like him since I was a child in school. Really, I mean, I had to deal with nothing like him. It's sad that you have to revert yourself into a child to understand what he's doing. So it was like, am I going to be a child and keep this shit up with him even when I get out the hospital? Or am I going to do this, do that, do this? I'm like, no, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to get back on YouTube, and I'm going to do what I love to do when I started this shit way back in 2015, and start streaming me working on shit and try to work with people. My whole thing was to get back
Thank you.
This
and
place
start
is
collaborating
great.
with
I can't
people and
believe
shit
we
like
got
that. I
in.
mean,
I always
that's why I
wanted to check
know
this place
Quasi
out.
came along.
Yes, I love
I don't know.
it.
This is
Quasi
nothing,
came
Chris.
along somewhere.
You all should
I
have
don't know
seen
where he came
Vegas.
from, but he
Now
came along
that was the
somewhere. He
life.
brought that
I'm
one
talking
guy
food,
Casanova with
games,
him.
and real entertainment.
Women.
And
Come
Quasi's
on,
a pretty
lady.
cool guy. He's
You
a
only
pretty
have
cool guy.
eyes for
He's
you.
cool. Rand Inc. was there before any of them. Rand Inc. was cool. Actually, Rand Inc. was kind of one that kind of pushed me. I met Rand before I went to the hospital, and Rand had Rand just started coming to my channel and watching my shit. Like when when all this shit between me and Joe was like at its apex before I went to the hospital, and Eve Bat, a whole bunch of people who I just thought were people who just came to see the show on YouTube. I was to a point on YouTube where I would stream and I just wouldn't talk to nobody. But they would come and watch me
This
anyway.
place
I just
is
they
great.
just hear.
I can't
They
believe
probably
we got
probably
in. I
they
always
just heard
wanted
just
check
to
this
see
place out.
me
Yes,
blow up
I
or something
love
like that.
it.
This is nothing,
And
Chris.
what happened
You all
was
should
is
have seen
that they
Vegas.
became
Now
some
that was
real
the
good
life.
social
I'm talking
friends
food,
on
games,
social media,
and
real good
real
people.
entertainment.
Because
Women.
Yeah.
Come on,
when
lady.
I
You
got
only
sick
have eyes for you.
and I was near death, they was
Matter
there.
of fact,
They was
why don't
there.
we take off
They
next
was
month?
like posting
There's
shit
a
up,
dairy
pray
convention
for
there.
me, all
We
other
should
stuff.
probably attend
All
anyway.
them, all
As
the
long
guys.
as we're
I'm like,
there,
when
might
I was
as
in the
well enjoy
hospital, man.
ourselves.
I mean, I
I'm
was
not sure that's
fucked
possible,
up,
Sean.
dude.
You forget we solved that little issue
I was
with
fucked
the
up, man,
FDA
and
about the genetic
I
purity of some
got
of the
back
animals.
on,
Come
and
on.
I saw everybody
All work
wishing
and
me
no
good
play,
things
brother.
and shit like that, and I was
know what
like,
they
you know
say.
what, man?
Lighten up,
There are
Chris.
people who
Yeah,
care
my
about
bad.
you.
I think your brother's taking the job a
There's
little
people
too
care about
seriously.
you, man.
Somebody
Even though you
has
may
to.
not know.
Look, this FDA thing, it's gonna blow over by the end of the week.
How can you be
Yeah,
so
look at the whole
sure?
videos.
talk to
Quasi
these
was around before I
figures
knew. Yeah, Quasi was around before I knew
Man,
too.
there's something else.
Come on, guys. Lenny
but,
just got back from school
yeah,
and
everybody
he had to run
encouraged
and
me
talk
to,
business all day. We're
get
supposed
back
to
on
be
my feet, man.
celebrating.
You know,
Yeah,
they,
you
they,
know what?
they,
You're
you know,
right.
this,
Come on, let's
this,
check out the fancy
this
dance
computer
floor.
I got right now wouldn't be possible without them.
I'm a
You know,
great
they helped me get a
dancer. I
computer.
can
You
do
know,
one
I'm like,
hell of
damn,
a
you like,
dance
the
over
people
by
wouldn't do that
you.
unless they want you to come back and come back stronger.
Oh, what did
You
I
know,
get
they want you to
myself
get
into?
better. You know, so it was yeah, I came back. I got back on my feet, man, because I ain't had no choice. You know. Because I called it quits, man. Because I was like, man, it's like this is not the way my life should have turned out, you know. But you make it through shit, and the best thing about it is you find people who actually care enough about you to want you to come back, you know. But it kind of messed you up because like when I got out, because I made friends with Joe's worst enemy. And he served Joe. Joe got served, and Joe had to go to court for a protection order. And they didn't have no cameras there. I couldn't see what happened, but you know, they went there and got a protection order against Joe. And Joe was pretty mad. He was pretty mad when he got out. He's like, I can't. It like that's how you know when you have a problem, when you're mad because you can't stalk and harass somebody no more. You know, it's like that, man. It's like that. Hassan found the video. You found the video, Hassan. You need to put it out, man. Or at least give somebody the track. All right, I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna go over here. What time is it, man? My belly getting hungry. I'm getting hungry, but I've been on here for like, damn, I've been on for 6 hours. I did a whole work day. But yeah, I think I just miss getting on here having fun and laughing. You know, one thing people know me for is I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
You know. Let's see where I'm looking. Oh, where Quasi at? That's I mean, I ain't seen him. It's like I could get him during the weekday, but I cannot get that guy. I think I'm going up here. We'll go to. Yeah, release it, man. The autumn says, but really, that story really showed that we may be right in where we stand, but prolonged events make it worse. When some people got to be on there to figure things out. Yeah. So my story is the same story as the tiger, the donkey, and the lion. You know, same story. You know, I wish somebody would have told me that shit a long time ago. It would have had me thinking, like, you know what, that's where I was at. Maybe things would have been different if I would just figure that out a long time ago. But I was too busy. I was too busy trying to eradicate. You can't eradicate an idiot. You can't do it, because in order to eradicate an idiot, you have to find something of equal idiocracy or some equal idiocy.
You just got to stop feeding the trolls. You know, once you stop giving them what they're after,
right?
They'll move on.
Yeah. And sometimes in my case they won't, but you know, I'm like most of the stuff you do, I don't pay no attention unless it like crosses a line somewhere. You know, then I say, okay, y'all, this is what he's doing. You know, let's laugh at him. You know, usually my videos about him lately have just been about laughing at him, and they don't come that often. Or I'll just take an old video that he demonetized and re-upload it about him. Yeah, yeah, I took a video that he demonetized a few years back, and I had re-uploaded it a few weeks ago. Then he came back and he demonetized it again, and then I just re-uploaded it again.
That's fucked up.
No, so it's like every time you demonetize the video, dude, I just put it right back up. You know, then it gets monetized to make some money, monetized again, monetized. Every time I put it back up, you know, I get more views. So I guess he must have got tired. He got on YouTube next day. He's like, one gun is a month. You know, so what I be doing, like sometimes you watch my channel and you see me re-upload an old video. That's because he demonetized video. He would demonetize my videos. He demonetized my videos when I'm doing shit like sitting here. If I'm working in an iClone and don't say a word about him, he'll still demonetize. You know, I think I remember I told you the story about I sat back and I streamed. I made a new stream every hour for like a 48-hour period. Trying to see when he goes to sleep. It got there. I mean, like I was like this, man. I was like, man, two can play at this game. Two can play at this game. And I played the game, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna say that I won. I'm not gonna say that I lost, but I will say I have control. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I gotta do this scene. Where's the scene where he's on the floor? I think it's this one. I want to get the animation of him. Let me see, get up off the floor. I think this is gonna be right. I think this is gonna be the last one I do for the day. I think this might be the last one I do for the day. I think this will be the last thing. I've been on for 6 hours. I know. You know what I did yesterday? I caught up on all the fucking anime I missed out on.
What you been watching?
I saw the latest season of Dragon Slayer. Not Dragon Slayer. Keep on giving the Demon Slayer. I finally saw the what is it called? The Sword something arc, whatever it's called. I saw that. Finished the whole thing. I saw this. I was watching this one anime. I mean, I stopped watching it around episode 4. Let me see, where is it? I'm gonna show you which one it is in a minute. Give me a second. Let's see. I always use this. This one. This called Jigoku Raku. Jigoku Raku. I can't pronounce it, but this motherfucker here, this shit's dope. This shit is fucking awesome, dude. I mean, I love whatever this is. I watched it because I saw like, hey, there's a bunch of like this dude. It's like a ninja. It's like a couple of swords. I said, let me check this out. So I watched this, and I was hooked from the first fucking episode. You know, I finished that off. I finished this off the other day. I'm gonna go back and watch Dr. Stone. I'm gonna go back and watch the whole series, watch the whole season of that. What else came out? I watched like the first couple of episodes of this. I was gonna wait till this whole season finished. I'm gonna go back and binge it one Sunday. You know, one of my days I take off. Yeah. You know, usually I go like the summer season is about to start in a few weeks, and they got some really cool shit coming up after the summer, when the summer gets here. They got the Bungo Stray Dogs. I love that anime. I love it. I got hooked on this a couple of years back. Eden Zero. I think Eden Zero is pretty cool. I kind of liked it. You know, I just haven't watched this new season yet. I saw the whole first season on Netflix. It was pretty good. I kind of liked it. I'm saying it's goofy. It's a goofy ass anime, you know, but you know, it has its point. It has its spots. I don't know if Ronan Kenshin is gonna be good. Yeah, Dr. Stone is good. I mean, Dr. Stone is the type of anime that I would actually watch with my kids because of the educational value it brings, and it's got education and story with it, you know. So I mean, that's something you can actually watch with your kids. Eden Zero, do not watch that with your kids. All too many sex jokes in it. Ronan Kenshin, this is the new one. I don't know if this is a reboot or what, you know. There was a what was it? Direct DVD OVA called Twilight or something, Twilight Samurai, Twilight something, but it was basically some type of different version of Ronan Kenshin. It had a lot of blood. It was more bloodier than this one. This is for TV. I think this is the one for TV. But the one I saw was an OVA, and it was basically for older adults, but it was pretty bloody. Pretty bloody. Oh, another Fate series. Another Fate series is coming out again. What else is coming out? I don't know. They got a bunch of shit. Probably look like a bunch of girl shit. Oh, this is coming back though. My favorite. This Jobless Reincarnation, the second season. This shit's dope, dude. If you watch, you'll love this anime. If you watch it, it's good. I thought it was gonna be another like TNA anime with goofy girl, etchy type of shit, but it wasn't. It was pretty. Well, it got that in it, but it was pretty good. The story in this is pretty solid, you know. I watched the first part of this. Actually, I watched the first season of this. I watched the second season, but what happened is that this anime is mild number 2. It stopped halfway through the season. It stopped at episode 6 and it ended, but it didn't end. It was just put on hiatus, and now it's coming back in 55 days. So it'll be back in 55 days, hopefully. Attack on Titan. What happened? Last spring, Here it is. It was supposed to. It was supposed to have been on last spring. I never saw it. It never came out. It's listed here. For the spring, not one episode ever came out. But
How
right
many
here,
seasons are they on that one? Last I
uh,
remember was 2. Have they done another
I
one?
thought it was 3. I think this is the 4th season right here. They did
Oh
2.
damn!
Yeah. This is the 3rd. So I think this is the 4th final season. This is the true final season, not that bullshit from last season. This is the actual true final season of this. But yeah. So Attack on Titan. I don't know. I don't know why it. I don't know why. It should be. I never seen an episode of this come out, so and maybe it did. I didn't catch it, or I don't know. But I don't think it's even listed for the summer. Nope, it's not even. I don't think it's listed for the summer. So I don't know what happened. Why it wasn't released? I never cared to check on it because I never cared to check on it, like because they did some goofy shit with it. I mean,
I always wanted to check
they just do
this
some
place
goofy
out.
shit on the when it comes to Titans, Attack on Titan. I don't understand. The show is good. It's just that the way they release it is kind of fucked up. You're like, oh, we're gonna release it, and they don't release it, or we're gonna hold it back, or we're gonna release it. It's just, I just say, you know what, it'll come out. Somebody will see it, and give me a link to it, and I can watch it. Like other than that, I ain't gonna worry about it.
Probably attend anyway. As long as we're there,
It's a couple
might as well
of
enjoy
cool
ourselves.
shit
I'm not
that's
sure
coming out.
possible, Sean.
I
You
mean,
forget we
all
saw
new
that little
shit,
issue
but
with the FDA about
I can't wait. I can't wait for the summer stuff to start because there's a bunch of
All
stuff that's
work
got
and
my
no
piqued my
play,
interest.
you know what they say.
I mean, they got a lot of Ezekiel. Well, actually, not a lot of
Your
Ezekiel.
brother's
I don't
taking
see a lot
the
of
job a
Ezekiel stuff in
little
here.
too serious.
Somebody has to.
Reincarnation
Look,
animes. I don't see too many of
LPA
those.
thing, it's gonna blow
But
around the end of the
some
week.
old,
can you be
some
so
good ones
sure?
come back.
Because I talked to the
The
inspector
Stray Dogs. I love that. I
myself.
love that show.
Something else.
Near Automa.
Come on,
Version
guys, Lenny just
1.1a.
came back from school.
I
You two
I
really
saw
have
this.
some business
It was
to do.
okay.
We're
I mean, it was
supposed to
kind
be
of
celebrating.
slow.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
You're right. Come on, let's check out
what's
the
this?
fancy dance floor.
Since when can you dance?
I don't know what this
What?
is.
I'm
I
a
think I
great
saw this
dancer. I can
before.
do one
It
hell
was
of a
called
white
something else
man's
though.
overbite.
But Bleach.
Good.
Bleach is coming back.
Oh, what did
And
you say yourself?
it's gonna be
Come on.
first episode
You
is
kids
gonna
are
be
really
airing
old.
in 13 days.
Vegas, huh? The sin
And
capital of
Jujutsu
footwear.
Kaisen season
not
2
all
is
that
coming
bad.
back, and that's gonna be in
Says
11
you.
days. So this is gonna be pretty awesome. You're gonna have a week where you get
So,
Jujutsu Kaisen
was the
and
game?
Bleach.
any luck?
This is
Well,
gonna
I don't
come
like
out
to
first, and
brag,
then Bleach is gonna come out
I
second.
did
So I
like-
can't wait. I can't wait. Oh shit! Well, actually, this is gonna come out first, then second. So that you gonna have a oh shit, your weeks are gonna be pretty good when it comes to anime this season. And then you got all the new stuff that's coming out. So I give the new stuff about 4 episodes before I say, well, I'm gonna finish it or not. But yeah, we'll see how the season go. So this last season, everything is wrapping up, and all the episodes from spring are just about done. There's just stuff in here I want to go back and check out, like this one. Vinland Saga season 2 was it wasn't as good as the first season, but I'm just gonna wait for the third season. The second season was Life as a Slave, and it was. I mean, it had its points, but it was just too prolonged out. 24 whole fucking episodes of this dude being a fucking slave. I'm like, God damn it. I mean, damn. Like, God, man, like Dead Mount Death Play, that's a good one. I want to finish this off. I think I've watched the first 3 episodes because I knew that I can't watch this show weekly. I have to watch it in one sitting. I mean, some shit I just wait for for the whole season to finish and I go back and watch it. I'm still waiting for the next season of One Punch Man. That's what I'm waiting on. Waiting on next season of One Punch Man. And COVID really messed up a lot of shit. All right.
Looks like there's an update for Unreal Engine 5.2.
Yeah, I downloaded it a couple of days ago. It ain't all that.
No, there's an update to that one. I mean,
It's an update to that one. What is it?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out right now. I wonder what they. Oh, release notes. There we go.
You said
Yeah, I already upgraded my project because I do want to have nanite on everything. You know, I got so many fucking characters on screen at any given time that I have to improve the rendering. You know.
yeah. Let's see. This the update you're talking about on the 6/19th. Compatible with Unreal Engine 5 to 5.2, character created 3 and 4, Icon 7 8, Unreal Live. Okay, so yeah.
Oh no, no, I'm talking about Unreal Engine 2 just
Oh,
released an
oh,
update
oh,
itself, but I don't know what that update is.
oh, okay.
I mean, it's like, damn, they just released 5.2 like just a few days ago, like a week ago or something.
They did. It wasn't that long ago. Ben was playing around in it. Let's see. So here are the latest updates for iClone right here. For version 8.3. I think this is version I'm on. Let's see. It says several added functions and enhancement and bug fixes. Added new iClone character creator button for blend map bake and UV settings. What? What's that? New iClone button for blend and map bake in UV settings. Where is that at? Motion director trigger panel now supports paging. Don't know what that is. Enhanced maximum project duration is lengthened from 24 to 216,000 frames.
That's always good.
Yeah, 1,000 frames. The viewport controller and edit motion layer can now affect the hand and foot contact gizmos. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Now okay, so now I can all right that could okay. I just found this out right now, so now I don't have to separate using the hands from using the edit motion layer now. So good. While using the while using 4K dual monitor, the gear list and character profile window appears on the primary monitor when the motion live window is dragged to the secondary monitor. Motion director, these are the fixes, by the way. Motion director only records to 44,742 when the project duration is set to 54K. I guess that's frames. Application crashes when an EXR file has been dragged into the displacement texture channel. Oh, okay, cool. That could have helped me when I was working on the Power Rangers thing. Applying motions to characters that have root extension bone but do not have any child bone causes application to crash. Oh, oh. Applying motions to
Never ran into
characters.
that.
Applying motion to characters that have root extended bones but do not have any child bones causes the application to crash. Interesting. That's supposed to be fixed. The playback jumps to the last frame for certain projects. Parkon FX particles that collide with physics objects tend to rotate and ricochet in the wrong direction. I never had that problem because I don't use it no more. Fail to import objects containing faces with more than 10 sides. Oh, really? Didn't know that either. Duplicating a character creates 2 or 3 duplicates when the motion live panel is open. Now I didn't know that. The character's head moves abnormally once X's motions files connect to iClone. Let's see. Unable to import iClone, exported Pop Video into Pop Video 3, and tilting the head upwards in the X's cause distortions and generate in the neck.
It's crazy how those bugs even exist, like basic shit like tilting a head. Oh, like, God forbid you tilt somebody's head in an animation software.
Well, the crashing is the one thing I hate. So this is the update to CC4. Character create 3D heads from any mesh. That's the new shit. With any mesh with the newly released headshot plugin. So what they're selling you is they're selling you the headshot 2 is basically what's already inside of iClone, because what iClone Character Creator does, it makes a mesh. They make a mesh of the character, and that mesh wraps around the character and basically copies the character from DAS. Is what it basically does. That's basically what it does. It remeshes the character. It stretches. It puts a big old mesh around the character, and then it tightens around the character, copying its morphs and all other shit, the character look and everything. and then it makes it, and then somehow it rigs it and all the other shit. But that's basically how it works. So all they did is just made it so you can have access to it. I mean, so you can use it. That's all. That's all it is. It's just with the
Well,
I didn't know.
I know there's a thing that they released not too long ago. Here, let me see if I can pull it up on the YouTube channel.
It says okay, so these are the things that have been added to Character Creator 4. It says direct baking of current subdivision level is supported on props. That's a good thing. A button now exists in the modify and edit mesh panels for hiding the CC3 plus characters' eyelashes under render modes. That's a good thing. The ability to weld vertices on props is now. Oh, okay, that's even way better. Because sometimes you get shit that like comes apart, and you can't. Ain't no way for you to fix unless you take it out the program. CC now supports progressive texture loading. Well, that fucked out. I mean, I don't know. Transfer now. Oh shit! I can import a -9 in. Genesis 9 characters in. There we go. Say enhanced. Users can now choose to replace the diffuse and or normal maps when skin content is applied to the head. I didn't know. I didn't. Hold up. Oh, that's right. Because if it had a, okay, I think I get what that means.
Looks like they might have taken down that tutorial they had
For what?
for importing the custom mesh of a head and
Oh,
applying
that
it
new one they
to
put out. The new one they put out.
and applying it. Yeah, it was a new one that they did just a couple days
Yeah, I don't
ago
see it
to
nowhere.
apply it to
Yeah, I think they
to a
took it down.
metahuman. I have a
Yeah, I
feeling
think.
that's the only reason they made the headshot thing, so you can make your custom meshes and apply it to a metahuman
Yep.
and skip the whole character creator thing. I would be using metahumans if it was a little easier to animate and build custom characters with, but
Well, you mean you
they
can
got like three
animate them?
body types, man, and it's like, like for example, my character Raul, he's like a morbidly obese character. I can't make that with a metahuman.
Nope,
You
you
know,
can't. You could do it with You know, if you're trying to make a morbidly beast character, just make it inside of the ass.
well, I mean, I made him just fine in character creator. He looks good.
Yeah.
I just can't make a character that looks like that in metahuman.
Uh,
So
I haven't. No, I've never played with MetaHuman. I've never played with it, but I heard it. They shit look good though. It looks good.
they
You
look
know.
great. They got great lighting and everything. So and the
Yeah.
hair looks perfect.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's the only reason why I would mess with it because I like the hair. You know.
so if there is a way to apply to turn my character creator characters into metahumans, that would be beautiful for me because I could just because I know like I've seen the demos of people just using the live link stuff
Uh-huh.
directly inside of Unreal Engine with the faces and the bodies at the same time and just recording it to the timeline.
Yeah.
And I mean that's beautiful. That would skip that would completely deny the whole reason to use iClone in the first place.
Yep. You know what Unreal needs?
What's that?
They need to if they could make a version of Unreal Engine and just like take out all the game shit, just take all the game shit out of it and make it for making movies. You know, I'm like, damn.
They do have that. It's called the new thing that they released.
That Fortnite thing.
Fortnite thing. That's basically all it is. It's a filmmaking thing, but with Fortnite. But I like the game stuff. I mean, you got to stop thinking it's just game stuff. It's development stuff, you know. So
Oh yeah,
you
that's
know,
right.
you forget about the game thing. Just use the blueprints and the development side to add, the things that you need to your film. That's it. And After Effects is like that. A lot of people don't use it, but
That's
After
right.
Effects has an
Somebody.
entire coding language that you can use for shaking the camera, for
Oh
creating
yeah, yeah,
particles, for doing all
yeah.
sorts of stuff. It's just people don't use it,
They
but
call it
it's there.
expressions.
Expressions, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
the same thing. I mean, so I'm pretty sure somebody who really wanted to build a game in After Effects, they could probably still do it.
that would be it. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, we have to
Okay.
run in the After Effects project file
Right.
because if you render it, it's a different story. But
Right,
as long
right.
as it's live, you can still. It's got all this interactivity stuff, man. But
Yeah.
I like it. I use a lot of that, for myself. With my cameras and things like that, I build my own custom camera rigs and things, and without the game elements, the interactivity stuff, I couldn't do it.
Right. I was gonna tell you, I think Joe is trying to get Todd Fox's attention. But anyway, so here are the fixes that Character Creator 4 has. It says, damn, that's a lot. Okay, let's see, but let's take it one at a time.
It's a good list.
Yeah, it says after adding iTalk to the perform list of the characters attempting to export the motion as an FBX file and load it using the load perform feature results in successful loading of iTalk, but the export process fails. Next one is applying faulty SPX files causes the application to crash due to memory overload. What the fuck is an SPX file?
Hang on, what was that? SPX?
SPX.
SPX. I'm not entirely sure. I have to look it up.
What the fuck is that? I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know you can apply those. I didn't know. I don't even know this. But all right, the
It's an
modified.
audio file.
Oh, audio. Okay.
One of those open source things. Og
Oh, okay.
Vorbis.
Oh, okay.
Linux people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. The modified morph button should be disabled for characters that lack the morph tab in the facial profile editor. That's something they fixed. CC4 ability to render wave format has been disabled. They fixed that. The project will be named Tempt Avatar with Motion Plus iAvatar when send to iClone is used on a character. That I guess that's fixed. A 4K texture character exported from CC3 and CC downgrades to 2K textures. They fixed that. Oh, I gotta try that out because yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I know. Kind of noticed that with my characters going over to Unreal Engine, that it's like they get downgraded somehow.
Yeah. Well, after you've done like a skin gen thing, for some
Yeah.
reason, while you're in there, it automatically reverts to 2K. And before you finish doing your stuff, you're supposed to switch it back to 4K. And if you're exporting directly, you're supposed to go into the little settings to turn it into a 4K. Otherwise, it'll export as 2K. It's kind of dumb. I don't know, but
Yeah, so
it's stuff that I'm just now starting to experiment with,
right.
myself. But
Well, they said they fixed that, so there shouldn't be an issue going forward.
hopefully, yeah.
It says bring a character with multiple facial hair that was exported in FBX format back in CC caused the application to crash. That's fixed. Accurate characters exported with Unreal presets with merged materials in FBX format do not have converted Unreal Engine skeleton. That's been fixed. FBX export fails for characters with mouth open and mouth open morph shape. That's been fixed. The mesh reposition when parts of it has been hidden and its bones have been adjusted under the adjust bone mode. That's been fixed. When exporting a DAS character with a facial profile to FBX and importing it as a human HCC, and then using the facial profile editor to import the facial FBX file, the expression slider malfunction. That's been fixed. When window users names contain non-English character existing, the exiting the edit expression mode in CC causes the program to crash. The only people that can use your program are window users. Well, that's strange. With the scoped morph panel open, entering certain functions of the modified panel causes the scope morph panel to exit abnormally. Failed to import objects containing faces with more than 10 sides. That's been fixed. That's the same thing with over there at the iClone. If the CC3 plus character has opacity applied to the eyes, resulting in holes in the material, it causes the attribute conversion to fail. Oh, they fixed that. Good. That happened to me a couple times. Applying lock positions to the animation player and a motion to a character causes it to displace. I experienced that once. The application crashes when certain foundational makeup data is applied to the character and its texture size has been adjusted to 4K. Pressing the convert button has no effect after using optimize and decimate on a character. Selecting the custom setting and adjusting the texture channel, that's been fixed. When a character with bone scale is converted into an active build, there is a possibility of encountering a faulty facial blend shapes. And projects imported into CC via the open project command aren't being displayed in the recent project list. Next one is whenever optimize and decimate are applied to a character with close physics settings, a bone in the skeleton tab and the subsequently pressing the convert button results in an application crash. That's been fixed. Last two. When attempting to bind scan on a character that includes wrinkle data, an error message appears. Pressing the OK button within the message leads to a program crash. Yes, that's why I don't use the wrinkle shit. When a character is exported in an FBX format with merged materials, issues appear in its facial expressions. Yes. That's the issue. Okay, so that's everything that's been fixed with that. And once again, I'm like, Ebis, who gives a fuck? What's up, Ian? What's up, Quasi? Quasi is in the house, y'all.
What's up, man?
Oh man, hey, Quasi, man, I've been on here. I've been on for 7 hours, man. I'm about to call it a fucking day. But hey, Ebis will still be on.
I'm only gonna be here another 30 minutes, maybe.
He's over there trying to fix crab hands on his characters.
I'm gonna do a quick test inside of Unreal, and then I'm gonna call it a day.
Yeah, I've been on here. I mean, I think I did enough for today, man. I had to. I
It's
read.
the
I did
weekend,
like.
dude. I'm gonna go swimming or something. Make me some homemade White Castle burgers.
Well, why don't you put that? You made one of those little square things you can make White Castle burgers with, man. You need to put that shit out, man. Sell it. At least give me the what's it called, the S something file, the
STL file.
Yeah,
You got a
give me
printer?
No, I don't have one, but hey, I know somebody who does.
I'm gonna make a different one. I'm gonna make one like I don't know if you've ever seen one of those tortilla presses where you put the dough in there and you squeeze it down with a lever.
No, I never seen one of those before.
I think I'm gonna make one of those. I'm gonna model it sometime next weekend, and I'm just gonna make it like a press where you just stick a ball of meat in there and just press it down, and it'll make you like 4 patties perfectly made.
Yeah, they said
That'll be
Quasi
fun.
like just got Quasi said he just got back home from a hard day's work of pimping.
Pimp it.
Hey,
Did the bitch have your money?
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane said, it ain't easy. Quasi said it is for him.
Hey, Quasi, I'm waiting on the rest of the episodes, man. Come on. You got to give me the voiceovers for the rest of the episodes. I wanna finish this before the end of the month.
Quasi won't know what I worked on today. Oh well, Quasi, I worked on quite a few things today. I had to go back and fix. I had to do a couple of re-renders on some stuff. I added this. You'll probably like this. I added this today. Add that little shot right there. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's coming up next week, man. Next week, I'm working on that. Today, I said I'm gonna go back and fix some of the stuff I didn't like. I've been re-rendering like certain little parts, adding stuff to make the story flow a little bit better. Fixing some of the renders. Like I had some really bad renders in there. Yeah, I've just been going back, rendering stuff out, fixing it, doing the voice tracks and stuff like that. The scene is finished. You saw me finish the scene because here's the last clip right there. it's finished. The thing about this, I want to make sure before I go into the next part of this, I want to get the voice track laid down and fix some of the scenes that I've already done. Yeah. And here comes old man Tuttle.
Yeah, man, I want those voices, dude. I want as much get as soon as possible. I'm trying everybody's voices done by the end of this month. Even if I'm working on those episodes, you never know. Something's this is one of the reasons why I ended up in this situation with some of the actors. They ended up moving on. They moved out of state. They can no longer finish the thing. I'm like, no, let's get this whole thing. I'm gonna edit all of these episodes one, and at that point, you have all the voice actors watch foundation, and I have to
Right.
team down actors, quick piecing things together.
Right.
New actress for the lady, man.
Hey, Quasi said, look at your chat. Something
Yeah, I
going
saw
on.
that.
Oh, okay. No, I don't have your money this week, Quasi. But could you hold off another week? Please don't break my fingers. Ben got. I think Ben getting ready to release some of the shit he's been working on. So that's cool. Ben's already talking about he got something to show. Now every time when Ben say, you know, Ben has a doppelganger, right?
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever seen the doppelganger?
No.
Okay, hold on, let me see. I don't know if I can find it, but yeah, every time it's something. I think Ben was playing around with cloning at one time in his life when he was younger. Made a clone of himself, and
He
he
made a
makes
breakthrough.
nothing. Yeah, he made a breakthrough and does nothing but make Star Trek films. Right? He I don't know what he uses. He uses I think he's using DAS and some other shit. You know. But this guy he just makes Star Trek shit. And then I finally caught on. I was like, wait a minute. Ben, are you making Star Trek films? Ben's like, no, I'm not making Star Trek film. But who's this? Ben's like, it's him. I thought I destroyed project number 6652-7. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Shut up. Act like you never seen this before. You know? Like, damn it. So that's when I found out that Ben has a doppelganger out there. So every time Ben say he got something coming up soon, you know, his doppelganger puts out another Star Trek episode. I was like, Ben, it's kind of strange that every time you say you got something coming out, a new episode of Star Trek, this Star Trek cartoon comes out. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Ben just need to come clean and just said, yes, I was the first American to clone myself. You know, you just need to do it, Ben. Just do it. Get it over with. Get your Nobel Peace Prize and go on about your life. Well, he might just wind up in prison because you know it is illegal to clone humans. No, straight to me. Like, damn, man, take care of you. Well, anyway, anyway, yeah, man. So, I was like take this for instance. I'm going to redo this one too. This scene right here, which is a pretty cool scene. I actually fixed this day. His bandana was coming through his neck right there, and it irritates me every time. Every time I play this, it just irritates me. But I fixed it today, and I plan on adding it tomorrow. A couple of scenes. Let's see. This scene right, I actually redid this scene right here. I don't know. I actually redid this scene. Where is it? I thought I redid it. Oh. It's illegal. Oh, that's Ben chiming me right now. Don't tell people about special project DD6595. I haven't perfected it yet. Yes, it escaped from my lab, but still. Yeah, so I just redid this part right here. As you can see, I got a better cut of his face. Just wait. Okay. All right, man. I'm waiting for your next episode of Star Trek to come out. um so Quasi, I did this. I added this right here, like from here to here. I redid this one, redid this scene right here. Here's the old one right here. You see it's an issue. Yeah, it's the autofocus. So I went back and fixed it. And it's a couple of shots in here where, like, especially like this one, I'm going to do this one right here too. But other than that, you know, I've been working in eliminating that through the whole thing. This is the old one right here, and this is the new cut.
It's the remix.
And it's the Mofo remix. As you can see, I don't have the same issue. Then right here, it's the same issue. It's the bad issue. So I redid that part. So this part right here looks fine. I mean, it's okay. It's right here. This is pretty good. Everything right here is fine. Y'all, all this looks. Hold on, let me see. All this is fine right here. All this stuff I don't think I have to redo. But I do believe I have to, right here, like right here. That's right. I was redoing this part right here. Like right here, you can see it's kind of F-ish right here. So I'm actually redoing this part right there. And it's another part down here that I worked on today. But most of my time was spent just getting the voice tracks and stuff lined up. That's what I mostly did today. So yeah, so I added this part right here. Remember the other scene was like him like walking away. You got the like a front view of him walking away, but this one right here looks a little better. He needs to warm up. He's fucking making another clone of himself. See, I made this little cut right here. Now this is new, right? I just made this one today. I think I made another one. I think I got another one in there. Hold on, let me get it. Nope, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, so it was a scene here I got rid of, redid. So I redid a lot of stuff today. And I had Rand re-record something if I can find it. Yeah, I had Rand do this today. Let me go ahead and play this for you. So Rand just did it today, and he has another clip that he did. So I got a lot of stuff done, man. I mean, we on schedule, man. We on schedule, man. You ain't got to worry about it, Quasi. I got it, man. Like I told everybody over. I also said to everybody, like, listen, I'm going to be going back and fixing some shit over the weekend. It includes Sunday and Saturday. So that's why I took Friday off. Hold up, man. I got a call. I got to call government. Someone's doing some illegal cloning right now.
Check this out. In iClone, the Unreal Live Link plugin, it has a button that allows you to just transfer your characters over to Unreal, but also to include the motions. So it should be easy to simply create your motions and send them over. But when I do that,
that don't work.
It doesn't work. Why the fuck is it there? That's the whole thing. Why would they put something there? Go through the trouble of allowing you to select what range and all that bullshit.
Well, let me be correct. It does work when you watch the video of them doing it, but when I do it, it does not work. Yeah, it works
with convenient cuts where they probably struggled for hours to get it working and did something else.
Yeah. So, when this was first advertised, right? When I got iClone 8, right, and they showed this, and then when this came out, that just was an update that they had to the live link. I was so happy and so joyed, and then when I tried to use it, it didn't work for me. It didn't work, and so I was at a loss. Like, it's like, why is it working? I went back and watched the video, tried to use it, didn't work. I did everything they said, didn't work. So I just said, fuck it. I just don't use it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised you used it. I'm like,
Well, I'm trying to use it because it's there. So it's like I know how to import the motions separately as FBX files and implement them. But if I can just, the intended way of doing it where you could just have the thing import, that would make things so much easier,
Right. I mean, it would truly make things easier. You don't have to like the way that I bring in my stuff through Live Link, and I think everybody been asking me how I'm doing it. It's like watch my streams, but everybody wants me to explain it. So when I do Live Link, I do the time code. The time code is more accurate than just using Live Link on its own, but you have to set your shit up. You have to actually get a what's it called, a media profile. You have to fill out the stuff in the media profile, save it, and
Yeah,
then
I need to watch you do that, or next time we stream, you need to show me that because that sounds like a better option.
That is, I mean, that's how, I mean, everything I've done, everything you see me done was done that way. It's a better way. Besides actually using the FBX file, I think
Hmm.
that's the best way, because I think Ben was saying something. I was like, well, Ben, I don't know if Ben's using the media profile, because Ben's been doing the same way since he found out how to import it using FBX. So he's using the FBX. I don't
Yeah,
think he used that.
I've been just importing the FBX directly and then applying them to the
Yeah.
characters.
I did that too, and the only reason. Now here's the thing: when you do FBX from
And
iClone into Unreal Engine,
yeah,
I only do it if my character is not interacting with another character, like they're
mm,
fighting or they're shaking hands. I do
yeah,
that stuff through LiveLink, because trying to line those characters up through FBX import, and that means you bring in the oceans and then put them on it directly onto the character, and then try and line
hmm.
that shit up. It's fucking impossible, man. I spent hours doing that
Oh, I
shit.
found I found a bit of a workaround for that. You can create like a dummy prop and then parent it over whatever character you want. So then, as you animate on the timeline, you animate the dummy prop, and that other character will just follow. So you could just kind of move them around like
Oh, okay. Well, that's something I need. Oh, that's something I could have tried. I mean, I'm glad you
that.
found the way around it, because
It was just like 2 days ago. I found that. I'm like, wait a minute,
I
you could just parent this whole thing onto, like,
uh,
make it a child of some dummy prop, and then
right. But
just adjust the position of that dummy whenever you want, and yeah, you could totally.
man, I did everything, dude. I was like, man, fuck that. That's when I went back to experiment with Live Link, and because I don't know if you remember that, but one animation I did where I had the guy in the green and the guy in the black fighting each other in the Chinese courtyard.
Hmm.
That was like my first attempt using Unreal Engine, I use a mixture of both FBX import and the Live Link. Live Link is when I was having the characters interact by touching each other, hitting each other. So that's been more accurate than trying to because they were doing some very complex shit. I mean, they was doing grappling, they were grabbing each other, they were doing a whole bunch of shit. And the way I did it is I used FBX. FBX, I couldn't line them up. So every time I put them together, like the guy's hand would go through the guy's head, or his foot would go through his chest. I'm like, damn. And I spent like a whole half a day trying to figure that shit out. And I was like, well, maybe I could use LiveLink for this part. So LiveLink keeps it accurate. LiveLink is fine. It keeps it accurate. The FBX import is for like if the character's standing on his own and he's just standing there and he's just like not touching nobody or nothing. You're
Yeah,
good. You're good. FBX is fine. FBX also brings in the morphs better on the character. But it seems like that's been fixed. So now, yeah, it seems like it's been fixed pretty good to where I can actually get the facial animation and stuff performance out of uh iClone and bring it right into through Live Link through Unreal Engine. So that works pretty good, but it works better with FBX import. You can ask Ben about that. Ben knows all about it.
yeah, because I was also like before the FBX, I was using VBH directly. I would export it from the perception neuron thing as BVH. And one of the tricks that I used to use BV Hacker to like reduce the number of frames. So if it was done at 60, I would just divide it by four, or whatever. Just bring them in as 12 frame animation, 12 frame per second,
Oh yeah, 12
and
frames
it
per
would just
second.
interpolate anyways. It would fill in the blanks, so it would give me
Yeah,
like really really low file sizes and stuff. It worked fine. I never had any problems with that workflow. But
yeah.
I see this fucking option in here. It's like it should work. That's
It
it's
does.
just
If you watch
why
if
is
you
it there?
yeah, if you watch the tutorials, it works. It works in tutorials, but in IRL it don't.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's why sometimes when they do tutorials, I'm like, it work. I mean, how does shit work for you all, but it doesn't work for me? And you can watch you spend 2 hours watching a 15-minute video, and then by the time 2 hours is up, you like it still don't work. Like it still don't work. So the thing about if you iClone user, you want to be a power iClone user like Evis over there is, you just gotta learn workaround. You have to learn this word called workaround.
Yeah,
Because
that's
every
all it
time
is. You got to
it's
learn the workarounds.
gotta work around everything, man. Like if they say it working, it's not working, and you've done your damnedest. Maybe it's not gonna work for you today, maybe tomorrow, some shit like that. just find a workaround. I found so many workarounds for shit they have in here, and it's like, oh, it works, but you try and it don't work. I mean, it took me a long time to fucking figure out the live link, and thank God Ben was playing around with it. I was like, shit, I just asked Ben. Ben was the cheat sheet, so Ben got me started. But after I got started, I was like, let me experiment. So I just started experimenting with live link. It's just and I finally got a workflow. My workflow is pretty. My workflow is pretty consistent, and I try to emphasize on speed because my whole workflow is like animated first. Because once you get in the Unreal Engine, you can't fix shit. You won't be able to fix nothing. So if you're gonna do something, animate it first, fix everything, then go to Unreal and bring it over. I wouldn't tell people to like work in Unreal Engine and iClone at the same time because ain't shit good gonna happen. Ain't shit good gonna happen. You'll be pissed off, mad, angry. I mean, I did all that shit, and confused. But most of it was confusion because it's like you try to figure out how Unreal Engine does this. You could do it over here, and you should be able to do it over here. But how do you do it? Like most of the time with Unreal Engine is trying to figure out how to do shit. And you'll be looking at tutorials, all type of shit. The most frustrating thing about Unreal Engine is most of the tutorials or the things that you want to do is on the game side and not on the sequence or movie side. Um, I would like to know how to add the the VFX effects that you can buy in the Unreal Store. I would like to know how you can apply those to the iClone characters. Because you have to actually, like, if you use a live link, you have to actually go into the characters' textures to add those elements in blueprints to the character in order to get those special effects
Yeah,
to show
but
up on the character.
okay, all of that stuff that's like programmatically based,
Hmm.
basically programmatically based. That's a word that sounds like that. I don't know what the word is. Um, there's a simulate button. So
Hmm.
it's a two-step process. Okay, you can run a simulation, and all those dynamic effects, those code-based effects, by pressing that simulate button, it'll run it without it going into the runtime, the game mode. And then there's a take recorder. So you simulate and you record that using the take recorder, and you apply it to your timeline.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you get away
Oh,
with that. I mean, me personally, I do the timeline stuff, but I run the actual film or whatever I'm filming as output as the game. Because for me, I control the camera live and stuff, and I export live. I don't do rendering.
mm,
But so
ah,
I just go a different way of exporting my stuff. I do it live because I've always had issues exporting stuff synchronized with audio and stuff. And the only way that I can get that synchronized is if I'm just capturing it live. So I never had any issues with the simulations. But if you want to get the simulations, like if you want to throw a chair or ragdoll physics or whatever, yeah, there's a simulate button that you hit, and it just simulates it in there, but it doesn't do anything. But if you use the take recorder, it'll record that simulation and it'll allow you to apply it to the timeline.
oh, Ben went out and spent his money on the new headshot thing, and he's showing some samples of his stuff, and it looks pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, okay. All right. So what you got to show wasn't another episode of Star Trek. All right, cool. Yeah, you gotta fix that. Well, eyes, I mean, fixing. I mean, you're going to forever have to fix the eyes on on iClone characters. Oh, guess who got a birthday today? Guess who has a birthday today?
Who's that?
Kai Dinev.
Oh, really?
Yeah, today's his birthday. And also this other young fellow called Joe Hart. He has a birthday today too. And Autumn is posted all over the place.
Jeez, I'm stuck at 99% GPU usage right now. I'm trying to like transfer
What?
these things. I
What are
have no
you?
idea what's going on.
What are you doing the live link thing?
Well, I'm trying to do the transfer of my characters into Unreal, but I guess
Oh,
between
how many characters are you doing at once?
well, it's four, but
No, do them one at a
it's
time.
it's really I think it's my OBS that's eating up the majority of it.
Yeah, you do it one at a time, man. Yeah, I mean, when I'm streaming, when I stream, I do them one at a time. I don't, for some reason, um, like OBS and Unreal Engine don't get along.
Yeah, why is fucking Microsoft Edge got so many fucking instances running and I don't see a single fucking
You think
Edge window
Edge?
open?
You think Edge is shit? Google.
Oh, Google eats the hell out of your memory, dude.
Google,
I already shit that.
Google. I mean, shit, Google Chrome will fucking like take it all. You know, I'm thinking about trying Opera. I heard Opera runs pretty good. You know, it doesn't try to fucking like take up all your resources.
And Opera is the only one that still supports Flash.
Oh well, there you go.
Imagine that.
Shit.
Yeah, it's my OBS. It's eating up all my fucking GPU memory. God damn. All right. Well, I guess it's a good help for me.
Are you recording? Are you recording with OBS? You
Nope,
record
nope,
too?
just streaming.
Just streaming? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. I mean, what you got like Photoshop and shit like that open? What all you have open?
I'm already closing as much stuff as I've got. I mean, I don't have anything
Yeah.
open that's substantial between OBS and Unreal and iClone. That's it. It's crazy.
Damn, your OBS is saying very high. Damn. Yeah, it's yeah.
Very simple. 100%. God dang.
Say it twice.
What say?
I had posted my my last dragon short over here inside of the Real Illusion forum board. And I haven't posted over here in months. So I say, hey, this is a good thing to post over here. So I got a couple people saying nice, very good, and I responded to them. Somebody, I don't know who this is, the Biz. Oh, the Biz movies. Okay. He said original scripted Last Dragon story. Sign me up. Teaser looks cool. And original scripted Last Dragon story. Sign me up. Teaser's cool. So cool. I had to say it twice. Yeah, you know what? I think it does look cool, man. It's another guy who's working on the Last Dragon film, but his film is more like a retelling of the Last Dragon. You know,
Mhm.
I guess it's like but it's different. He's doing something totally different than I am. I'm doing a continuation of the story, a version of the story which stems from the first one. Which therefore I'm not messing with the with the canon. You know, this story that Quasi wrote is basically like the aftermath, you know, and how long, you know, and what extremes that a vengeful ass mofo is gonna go to get revenge, you know. Um and so far, man, Rand Inc. I mean, Rand Inc. is really a good show now. I think he's the he does a real good show enough, man. You know,
Mhm.
real good. You know, he real convincing that he can be showing enough, man. Even though he dies within the first few minutes, unless we have unless we have a flashback episode, which I'm thinking that Quasi could probably write up, come up with something. But
You get into time travel, you know. I don't
yeah,
know.
time travel, you know, to turn
The
everything to
time travel
emotion.
episode.
Yeah, you know how they write Marvel and Star Wars movies now. They write them as what they call ultraverse.
Yeah.
Like that's the stupidest thing. That's called lazy fucking writing. That's what that's called.
It's the new time periods version of magic, Harry Potter shit. I cannot stand movies that deal with magic, dude. That's like the cheapest form of writing anybody could ever come up with. How the hell did he escape from that? crazy situation. Magic. No, shut the fuck up, dude.
I can't stand the multiverse no more. I mean, they've used it. They've used the multiverse ever since that first Spider-Man, the first animated Miles Morales cartoon. It was novel back then, but they just went.
They're going crazy with
It just infected the whole Marvel universe with their multiverse bullshit. Now check this out. Now they said that they're going to fix the Marvel universe. They're going to fix Marvel universe.
Oh, yeah, how's that gonna do that?
Okay, it goes all the way back to Endgame. Remember in the Endgame, the Hulk snapped his finger, the Tony Stark snapped his finger.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what they say. I mean, it's kind of smart, and it's kind of smart what they did, because the Hulk snapped his finger, and it created a reality where the women are basically taking the roles of men places, right? And Tony Stark. Now we don't know what Tony Stark, so we're actually seeing the reality that the Hulk created. Because remember, Hulk is a real horny guy, and he likes women. He really likes some women. So he makes this universe where the Black Widow's still alive. Scarlet Witch is doing all this shit. All the shit is shit screwed up, right? It's just screwed up because we're looking at the Hulk's version of the Marvel universe, and that's what they said. I'll go back to Endgame, and when he snapped with.
Once they get the multiverse thing involved, then at any point they could just say, "Oh, that wasn't the real universe.
No.
This is the real one."
So no, what it is like it's not multiverse now. It's reality. See, multiverse exists, but reality can exist but not exist at the same time. But it's not a dimensional shift. It's more of how can I put this? It's not. It's like an anti-reality versus like okay. So you have the quantum. Okay, it's like the quantum world and the physical world.
You're starting to sound like that guy from In Living Color. The propagation of the conjugation will proliferate in the substance of the conjugation.
Well, what the crazy Muslim dude? Well, yeah, man, but this is the way they explained it. It's stupid. It's like they're mixing like crazy shit with real shit and making just something stupid out in the process. So here it is. So there's a big difference between the multiverse and changing reality. The changing reality is what Scarlet Witch does, and it has something to do with her too. I don't know, but I just
know a perception thing. That's not a reality thing,
right? So all I know is that they're going to try to fix the Marvel universe at the end of Endgame. So all the shitty ass shows, the Marvels, all that shit, that's going to disappear when they go back to the end of Endgame and Tony Stark snaps his finger, and that's what's going to bring Tony Stark, because it's already been said that what's his name's coming back, and Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Iron Man. And it's like, how the fuck that's going to happen when he's dead? And then
they just create a new reality. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's a multiverse shit. It's just like, oh, okay, that was a different universe. It's still going on somewhere else. Now this is the real reality.
They don't call it multi-reality.
They don't have to call it anything, but that's what it is.
It is. Okay, so what's the difference?
Come on, man. I mean, it's like they're gonna go back and fix X-Men and fucking Deadpool with the no mouth thing and. Green Lantern with the CGI suit. They're gonna fix all that shit. Yeah, they're just pulling that same nonsense that they used to do back in the '80s, where they would make a movie, they go through this whole adventure, and at the end of the day, it was all just a dream.
Oh, they did. Remember Dallas? They did it with Dallas. I was a kid when they did that shit. Like
Dallas.
Yeah, that's why that shit started with Dallas. With
it was all just a dream.
They killed JR. They killed JR, and people started dying. And then the woman woke up, and Bobby was in the shower. Like, hey, how's everything? It was all a dream. The whole season was a fucking dream. I'm like, damn.
The last 3 years of my life were wasted. It was all just a dream.
It was all just my whole year was a whole 2 hour nap. People died. I'm like, damn. But yeah, that's the whole thing about it, man. I'm about to Quasi laughing his ass off. It's true, man. Yeah, it's like people that say, "Oh, it's the this is nobody's never done." It's like, yeah, man, go back and check out this season of Dallas when they killed Jr. Same fucking thing. Oh man.
I mean, that was the whole premise by a lot of movies in the '80s, man. It was all just a dream thing.
Yeah. Thanks
Never
to
ending
Dallas.
story. Remember that?
I like Never Ending
This
Story.
bitch is never gonna end. How many parts would they make of that?
The Never Ending Story. Well, man, I think Ben is about to come clean on his clone modeling adventure. Oh man! But if you make a clone,
that was the
make sure it
whole-
doesn't escape and start making Star Trek movies. All right, that's all we ask, Ben. That's all we
Yeah, I
ask.
got a phone call coming in. Hang on.
Well, folks, I got up to 9 likes today. I thought I'd bullshit for another 30 more minutes and see if I get one more to make a perfect 10, but it seems like it ain't gonna happen. So, but I just remembered I haven't put a like on my own video yet. So if I hit my button, I have 10. So I've just made 10. So I just had to put a like on my own video to get 10. But as soon as the Ibis come back, man, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
I'm back. I was just taking a quick phone call.
Baby mama, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah. What's your 50th one or your 20th one?
7th.
God dang it.
Nah.
Papa was a rolling stone. Dirt. Well,
All right, man. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day.
Yeah, me too,
Go have
man.
some lunch and
I think I bullshit
take my son
along.
out.
Yeah, I think I bullshitted enough for like last 30 minutes after I told people I'm about to leave. Anyway, man, I'm going ahead and let you go off, man, and walk your kid.
Yeah.
And have some fun, man. I'll talk to you later, dude.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. Bye. I can figure out how to hit this damn button. Where's the window? All right, guys. I'm gonna sign out. I will see you guys next time.